Welcome to another fabulous episode of Blood on the Clocktower. We are playing Trouble Brewing again, which I always say is for babies. So we're in the nursery today. We're running out of ideas for backgrounds. So, yeah. Anyway, we have some new players, so we're playing Trouble Brewing, which is fine. It's not a bad script. I just say it's for babies and jest. Damien's playing for the first time, which is phenomenal. And I don't know, there's a full house. There might even be other new players. I'm not sure. But, Chris, I think, is fairly new. Chris A. I am the Saint, as you can see. The Saint. Oh, I need to show the rules just in case. There we are. So, you can hit pause. And I should put them in the description as well, but just in case. I am the Saint. The Saint is an outsider. Outsiders are not great. So basically, I don't have a useful thing. I just have a bad thing. If I die by execution, my team loses, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. Theoretically, shouldn't happen. However, a bad person can also claim that they're the Saint, which then one of us is bad, and they have to figure out which one is bad. So I'm probably not going to talk about being the Saint for a while, which is fine. I almost never say anything, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't really have anything to offer, so I'm just trying to figure things out. With 15 people, we have a full complement of 4 evil players, which is cool. Actually, that means that we likely have a Baron in play, which means that we have 4 outsiders, which means that realistically we only have 7 townsfolk, which is kind of difficult. But we have more time to kill, so it kind of self-balances. But anyway, I will let you back in when I have something more to say.
Here we go.
So you guys wake up and find that Nick has been killed off. Sorry, Nick.
He's only invited you
You
for a reason.
And you need to figure out who invaded his Zoom meeting and decided to kill him. I'm going to open up the breakout rooms, and you guys have 12 minutes.
I'm gonna be honest, everybody. It wasn't the demon. It was me. I just don't like Nick. I'm gonna kill him.
So do we need to be co-host to be able to go to anybody's Zoom room?
I can make everyone co-host. Give me a second.
Yeah.
There was an option that you could click to say let people move around freely.
Yeah.
But you can make us
Or
co-host too. That works also.
Hey, Gil, do you want to talk?
Sure. Did anybody see a timer? I didn't even see a timer to come back from our break rooms.
I did.
No.
Yeah, I saw it.
There was.
Okay.
I think I wasn't paying.
Everyone co-host, so just
Okay,
everyone-
then I just
everyone
missed it.
stay here
That's
for
fine.
everyone stay here for 1 second.
Alex, when we get the chance, do you want to go into a room and not get any information at all to each other?
I give you 50% of my information.
Okay,
Or at least it'll be 50% likely to be true. How about that?
sounds good. I'll take those odds.
Adele, you want to talk?
We can talk, yeah.
Chris, do
Okay,
you
and
want to
then
not
Matt,
talk?
I'll try to catch you today
Of
too.
course, I want to not talk.
Sounds good.
Your room?
Sounds good.
We want to not talk.
All right, you want to not talk to me?
All right, let's not talk to you in your room.
All right, sounds
When
good.
we
Are we good
it
yet?
looks like we can go now.
Wait. If I haven't made you a co-host yet, just wait.
Okay.
I still got a couple more people to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I got about.
I'm going to my room, Ross.
Okay, I'll see you there.
It takes just a
Uh,
little bit of time.
Damien, I see your co-host. Do you want to go?
Gil, I'm
Well,
having
you're a co-host now.
any other room but my own. So if you want to follow me into my room.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay.
Where's Guami? I'll go to your room, Guami.
Oh, okay.
So, Damien, would you like to talk?
Yeah, let's go for it. Your room or mine?
My room, I guess.
Saw Candace.
Let's see if I can get in.
Yeah, can we move?
You,
now?
yeah, you were a co-host.
Yep.
So you should be able to.
I'll come to yours since you up at the top.
Huh, that's
All right.
interesting. I have the option to close all rooms. I was the host at one point. It must be like a remnant of that.
That's being a co-host.
Well, I've never seen that option before.
Yeah, I see it as well, but doesn't let me move to it. Okay.
I was right. He gave me no information whatsoever.
Hurrah, at last. I
Yes.
had to work out how to join a room.
Yeah, so I have options that I shouldn't have. I can move people
Likewise.
around, and I can close the rooms, and I can broadcast. Because I was the host for like 30 seconds.
It
So,
was just one of those. I don't want to kick you out of the room. I want to go into it.
no, I could literally just pick somebody up and say, "You're coming here." Which,
you might have to do that.
so yeah, I don't really have anything to say. So obviously you've watched a couple games. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What you
It's
choose
nice to not be working.
What?
It's nice to not be working today, so I can actually join in the
Yeah.
games because normally they go on so late.
Well, that's the other thing is, like, were you on the board game schedule site and like it just you saw it pop up?
Yeah, and thought, well, you know what? I'm not doing anything tomorrow morning. I might as well give it a try.
Well,
Who's
it's funny
interested?
because like we had been chatting in the Blood on the Clocktower chat, and I was like, huh, if like how did he even see it if he's not there? So you just had good timing because I saw that you had posted a game shortly after that.
Yeah.
And I was like, he must have just been there. So anyway, what I was gonna say was that what you share tends to involve what you are and what I am. I don't think I have any
And what we
interest in
know.
sharing anything. But I wanted to talk to you because I
First off,
enjoy the new players. So do you have any questions?
no, at this stage, I think it's just seeing what everyone wants to say. And I guess at this stage, everyone just sort of says if they're townsfolk or outsider.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
You're not going to say that.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I'm going to start. I'm going to go with I'm townsfolk because
Okay.
I don't think that says too much.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Because here's the thing, all it really does is says you're not one of the 4 outsiders because you still could be a minion or a demon, and you're still gonna say you're a townsfolk.
I'm going to say I'm something, but that's always the way. But any tips? Are you recording this, or is it one of those sort of?
Yeah, I record everything that I play.
You're recording all your sessions, no problem.
I don't. I mean, if somebody doesn't want it to upload, obviously I wouldn't. But no,
Yeah.
so far nobody's really had a problem with it. And I mean, you've played in enough werewolf games that we record. I didn't figure you'd mind. It's just a kind of, I guess, the starter. The top 4 roles in the townsfolk are information roles. They don't learn anything else throughout the game. The middle roles are very powerful. If you have those roles, you probably don't want to be spreading that very widely because you'll get killed off by the demon. Like the empath, fortune teller, Undertaker, monk, and Ravenkeeper in particular, because the Ravenkeeper actually wants to die by the monk. The mayor is kind of a weird one. That's like an alternate win condition. The problem with the mayor is the demon can't kill the mayor alone. But if there's a poisoner in play, they can poison and then kill the mayor. So, but the other problem with the mayor is if you're the mayor and you get killed by the demon, then basically the storyteller decides who dies, which isn't really great either.
It's one of those horrible conditions if this is not fun.
Yeah, it says if you're executed, you might not die, and if you don't die, then basically the storyteller decides who dies. Somebody's going to die.
Just maybe not you. Just depends on who.
Well, and it can actually be the demon. Like sometimes they'll kill the demon, and then the demon would become yeah. Well, yeah. So anyway, I think I've wasted enough of your time.
That's all right. So I leave the room and go back to the main
Yeah,
one,
if you hit leave breakout rooms, it'll take you back to the main room, and then you kind of like pair up with somebody else and go off again.
No problem. Speak to you soon, Yahoo.
An outsider claim yet?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Yahoo.
Oh yeah, Guami.
I'm your neighbor. Would you like to talk to me?
Damien,
sure.
would you like to chat?
Yes, let's go for it, Ross. Yours or mine?
I will go to yours, sir.
My
Go on.
wait, where are we going?
I don't know.
Hey.
I'm looking. I found your room. We'll go there.
Oh, there it is.
I have mystical powers. For some reason I'm able to move people.
And we can close all the rooms if we want.
Oh, you can too? That's cool.
We're all co-hosts, so yeah.
Well, I've never been able to do that stuff as a co-host before.
Oh. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's never appeared before, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So, what did you want to know, neighbor?
What's your alignment there?
Good.
How evil are you today?
I am marginally evil.
All right.
Well, you said what was the wording?
What's your alignment?
Yeah, I was gonna say good, but then you added initial question of how evil are you? So
I see.
in a 5-tier system, I'm very marginally evil.
You want to say where you're at?
Where I'm at.
On the far as the character roles, where your character's at located.
I don't really want to talk about my role.
Really? You planning on voting?
Voting for who?
Whoever gets put up.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
This is odd. Like, typically I have some thought as to who is on the chopping block or whatever.
How was your conversation with Damien?
Kind of like this.
Do you trust him at all?
Well, it's his first game, so I don't know that you can really read that much on day one of his first game. Like, typically in my experience, you don't have to worry about new players because when they're evil, they crack pretty easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going through updating who's talking to who.
I don't know that I've ever had a day one conversation with you. You're
I don't think. Oh, I don't know. It's not very often. No. But you're usually not my neighbor, so.
So you talk to neighbors? I know some people do that.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Depends on the script. Depends on my role.
So does that mean that you're gonna protect me or something? Or maybe
No.
you're the empath. You're trying to
No.
figure out if I'm the good one.
No, actually, I don't even think my role really matters. So I'm the butler. I just want somebody who's going to vote.
Oh.
And since you were before me, I just chose you as
That
my
makes
master.
sense. So, well.
So all I really care about is if you're good and are you going to vote.
I tend to vote more often than not because you should kill every day.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yep.
And if you want to tell me any more, that's great. If not, I'll figure it out.
Well, I do tend to believe you at this point because claiming to be the butler would seem like an odd thing to do as evil. So as far as things go, I start at 50% trust. You're maybe now at like 60% trust.
Yes.
And
all right.
Cool. All right. Sounds good.
Yep. And not closing all rooms, leaving.
Yeah. I know that's gonna happen like repeatedly.
Fair enough. My room of yours.
Let's go to your room. Let's go to the top.
Go to your room.
Go to your room.
Candace, do you want to talk?
Sure. I'm trying to see where Guami go off to since he's talking to folks now.
Yeah, he's all chatty Cathy over there.
Yeah, he literally just came back and he's gone already.
I'll go in your room, Candace.
Oh, there he is.
All right, come on to mine.
The last chance because I'm about to shut the whispers.
All right, then I'm just gonna stay here.
Want to talk Yahoo?
Sure. I'll go to my place.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Guami, you want to chat while we have?
Hey.
Yo. I have to write down what I got.
No problem.
All right. Oh, so we have a minute. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm a townsfolk, not an outsider or a bad guy.
I am not sharing anything.
Okay, so you're a bad guy. Cool.
You're what?
And so you're a bad guy. Cool. Okay.
I'm not a bad guy. In fact, nothing could be further from the truth.
You're the super goodest guy?
No.
I don't think that's a role here. Super goodest guy. I don't see that. Well, hopefully you're good and
I am good. And I should not be nominated. Under any circumstances.
I won't nominate you.
Okay.
'cause
I do
don't
intend to
have-
vote to kill, even if it's you that gets nominated.
That's fine. That seems to be your par for the course.
Yeah, I vote
Yeah.
to kill.
I'm fine. I'm fine if people. I'm not.
Hey, Candace, Chris might be a good one for that. Chris might be a good one.
Yeah, let's kill
Okay,
Chris.
okay.
Hey, Chris A, not
Oh.
Chris
Chris
T.
A, okay.
Yeah,
I'd
Yahoo.
rather kill Chris T.
Okay.
Chris T.
Yeah, I think Christine should go, definitely. Bye.
Okay, well, you guys have 8 minutes to discuss.
Okay.
Or Guami to be continued.
It's
Yeah.
clearly a Yahoo needs to die.
No,
I
that's the
was
dumbest idea ever.
What happened to
That is
Guami?
me.
So talkative today on the first round. I'm flabbergasted.
I'm gathering information.
Just odds. That's all.
As a gatherer.
It doesn't happen often, but there was that one where I forget what role, and the two of us got all the information and filtered it. There was a lot of talking that day.
Oh,
All right. Has
So,
anybody here an outsider claim?
I've heard a couple.
you've heard a couple? I've only heard of one claim.
I got one.
Beginning.
I got one. Yeah.
So we're at 2, which is
I've
good.
heard it too.
2 is a good number to hear.
Or 2, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, at least 1.5.
I think
don't know
I'm leaning
if-
towards 2.5.
Oh, really?
Okay, so if that's then
Okay, I didn't
we're
hear what
assuming the
happened.
drunk is in play. Then if that's the case, then Baron's in play. Is that where we're going with?
I mean, that would be nice. It means one.
If there's
the
2.5
better roll
outside, I'm sorry.
Aaron's in play, then all 4 outsiders are in play.
Yeah, if we
That's
have
what I
3,
say,
then
it's
it's all.
4. If it's
Well, that's why
2.5,
I'm
then
saying
it's
2.5
4.
because I think it's likely. I think it's likely 4, but in a tiered system, I'm going with 2.5.
Going grading on a curve.
Right.
Well, I'm not positive that there's
All right.
4.
There's
What
a
is
butler without legs in town.
Nice. They call him
Well,
Happy.
I just would like to point out that there are 4 bad guys because we did work our way up to 15 people.
Yep.
So there are 4 bad guys. So
Which one are you?
none of them.
Well, and I was thinking through.
I'm the opposite of a bad guy. Right?
Because of
You know how it goes. It's not like if Candace is evil or not. It's just which evil she is.
the likelihood of
Candace was a minion twice yesterday.
I was gonna say that's
my-
rich coming from the man who's been a werewolf in every game I played with him.
I haven't been a werewolf for a while. I took a break.
I haven't played with you.
Yeah,
in a
he stopped
while.
playing.
I was about to say, have you played?
No, then you were a
But-
snake
I think
charmer,
it's,
which is worse.
I think it's important to
Yeah.
mention because we
Much worse.
probably there's a good chance we have a spy and a poisoner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Whoever has one of those roles, just be aware
That's
you're
top
probably
4.
Yeah.
Please speak up. Yeah.
I'm top 4.
'cause-
There is a top 4 out there, and I think they should nominate Candace.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Chris, go for it. You can let it rip now.
Chris A.
Yep.
Chris A. Just let it rip.
I'm the investigator.
No. You can
No,
nominate. me.
nominate.
Okay, I
Candace.
nominate Candace.
Wow. Candace, what's
Okay.
happening?
So
Just
Chris
embrace
A
your fate.
Chris A nominates Candace, and Chris A has died.
Oh, okay.
Take that, Gil, who's evil.
She got you there.
Everyone's gonna go to sleep.
Wait, what? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Worked it out.
I was about to put my head down.
All right. Goodbye, guys.
Go to sleep.
Okay. Day 1. I believe Chris A said he was the investigator, and Candace was nominated, and then he died. So she's the virgin. So I have 2 confirmed good players with no information. Which, that's the thing about it. You confirm they're good, but they actually don't have any information. So, but she's on the good team, so that's cool. Let it rip. And then, yeah, Okay. Well, I didn't actually get to vote. Now Guami picks me. Cool. All right.
You guys wake up to the loud screams of Chris.
Loud.
So both Chris's. Chris was sad that Chris had died, and now Chris has died as well. And you guys have 10 minutes. I'm going to open up the breakout rooms, and you have 10 minutes.
Chris, did you say you were the investigator?
Chris A, you want to talk?
Not a loud screamer. Come
Before
on
you go,
now.
can you just verify you said you were the...
Well, that'll work.
Chris A, did you say you were the investigator?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Newly dead Chris. Do you want to chat?
Guami, can we talk?
You can come to mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your room. Okay.
Chris T, you want to talk?
I'll go to your room.
No,
Okay.
Ross asked me first.
You're asking me to talk again.
Was I one of your outsiders?
You never claimed outsider.
I know.
Me.
Well, I know, but I was weird. So
No,
you're saying that
I-
you heard of two, you and somebody else, not
Yes.
me. Okay.
Not
Yeah,
you.
we have the Baron then.
Okay.
I just thought I'd verify that.
The other one is only a half.
Why?
They only think they're the drunk.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Why? How would you think you're the drunk? What did she say? What role she was or whatever?
No.
Well, how could you
No,
think
they
you're the
could-
drunk on day one? That doesn't even make sense.
I mean, it's possible, but I didn't ask for specific information. I guess I could.
Okay. So we are literally at 2.5, even after this conversation.
Okay,
Cool.
so you are an outsider?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not the drunk. So
Well, I
you're-
didn't really want to. So I don't really want to have it be like a deal about what I am. Just I'm an outsider. I'm the butler.
How are you the butler?
Well, because that way you don't think about it anymore, and we just move on.
But you can't be the butler because I'm the butler. I told you I was the butler.
That's my point. Is don't worry about it.
Okay.
All that matters is that I am an outsider.
Great. All right.
Thanks.
Got it.
Two outsiders or just one in?
I only know of one.
Yeah, but it looks like there are more. And that's what Yahoo said.
Yeah, so
I think we gotta make sure that.
I clarified, and it is literally still 2.5. Like,
Hey, Guami, can we talk?
Sure, Manny.
My room?
Gil, do
Okay.
you want to talk?
Sure, we can talk.
Sure. I'll go to my room.
I'm here. You seem so compenetrating.
Well, I'm writing my notes. I keep track of who I talk to and what information comes
okay.
and goes. Yeah, so basically, depending on role, there's a different amount of information. This is a low information game for me, but that doesn't mean that I'm not interested in whispers and being a part of things. I am a town. I am good.
I am good too. I'm on the top 4 roles.
Oh, that's phenomenal. You want to just tell me? It's not like you're not gonna soon, anyway.
Yeah, I'm the washerwoman. I'll add to the person that I know the information to decide.
Yeah,
to tell
yeah, to
you.
verify that which one it is.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming I'm not one of them, or you would be talking to me now.
No. Yeah, no, I'll be. Yeah, I didn't talk to one of the person
Okay.
that I checked. so I
Did you
need to
get
check.
any kind of a read on the one you did talk to?
It seems to be. I have a hard time reading on this game for some reason.
Yeah, well, Washerwoman seems
I
pretty
couldn't
easy.
get
You go to
anything.
somebody and you say, "I
It
know
gave me
you."
good. Yeah, the person gave me good information, so I need to talk to the other
Cool.
person before I.
Well, then I need to
yeah.
not waste your time.
No, that's fine. I'm waiting for that person to invite me to see like.
Well, they wouldn't know to invite you because they don't know that you're the Washerwoman.
Well, it's. Yeah, well, it's because of the kind of information the person got. He should want to talk to me.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a wrong way to approach this, but that's just.
Yeah, with Washerwoman, I normally with Washerwoman, Librarian, well, yeah, not Investigator. You typically just immediately go to that person because otherwise, it looks like potentially you're bluffing the role and you don't actually know
Oh,
who the other
okay.
person is.
Yeah, that does make sense. Sounds good.
Okay.
Hey, Yahoo, you want to talk?
Sure.
Okay. Come to my room.
Kwame, do you want to talk?
Sure. One second. I gotta. All right.
So silent.
Who's Manny? Where's my room?
I just thought we should verify that your two outsiders are not the same as my one outsider.
If you'd like to tell me who your one outsider is, I can verify that. But I did talk to the person, and it is still 2.5 because the half was a person saying they think they're the drunk, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. And I don't actually know who that person is, but you can tell me who yours is, and I can tell you.
Before I say, I just want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Have you heard from your two outsiders directly?
Yes.
Or secondly? Yes. Okay. I'm the recluse. I'm the other outsider.
Okay, then there are 3, and the drunk is a thing.
Right, and the drunk is a thing.
Yeah. So the drunk already thought that they were the drunk, which I don't know how that could be, and also I don't know that they actually are.
If they're, I mean, sometimes you get information that's just like that doesn't make sense. I'm probably poisoned or drunk.
Yeah. Well, that's what was said. So we definitely have.
But we definitely have a drunk. So
yeah.
That might be important.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put you in.
Okay. Sweet.
Now, well, the more you play, the more you see. One thought. Well, I just recently saw a game where one of the people bluffed as an outsider, like one of the bad people, which actually can cause a significant amount of chaos.
Right. So
I'm not saying I think that's what you're doing.
I wanted to talk to both of you to make sure that our information was the same.
Both of who?
So I feel you and Guami.
Oh, so you already figured out who's who?
Yeah, he told me. But I just.
What did he tell you? What did he tell you today?
He didn't. He let it slip, right? I told him he's an outsider, and he's like, "Oh, so you're the saint?" And I'm like, "No, I'm the recluse," which kind of told me what you two were.
So you know what I am.
Yeah, I know you're the saint.
I don't like it that you know that. It's okay though. We have a team of 3, and we're the crappy rolls that don't get information.
Yes,
actually, we have a team of 5. We have a team of 5 because Candace and Chris are also on our team.
Right. So we just need to convince them.
We just have literally 5 people that don't have information that are good.
Right.
Hey, it's something.
Well, Chris does have
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
Right. He's going to narrow down to 2 people, and there's a pretty good chance that he's not the drunk, so unless he was poisoned the first night, which.
So what are your thoughts on the recluse? Like a lot of people get themselves killed right off as the recluse.
That's what I was kind of trying to do. I don't know. I don't really understand why I don't just come out with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I took the stance of just like I'm just gonna sit here and wait for somebody to come talk to me. And if it makes me super suspicious, fine. They kill me on the first night. And if someone ever thinks I'm suspicious, I'm just going to be like, okay, kill me.
Well, so here's my thought: is that I would rather that you die to the demon. Like that's true for all of us. But the thing is that if the fortune teller picks you, like we suddenly have 2 decoys,
Right.
which is not good.
So that's why I was trying to like find the outsiders first, and I was trying to be careful with my information and
Yeah.
you know,
So then
who
here's
I
another
know.
thought that I have on the thing, which is that as the saint, literally I want to die to the demon. I don't provide any additional value, and I can't be executed. So, oh no, that wouldn't have worked. I couldn't have gotten killed to the virgin. Yeah. So basically, I want to die.
It's also
So
an execution.
I don't want to out all of the outsiders, because then they'll literally know by process of elimination which one's the saint. So, like, if you do get yourself killed, maybe don't have it be obvious that you're the recluse. Maybe talk to enough people that well, yeah, I don't know. All right.
Two people know that I'm an outsider.
Yeah, I mean, if we can spread it enough with the good people, that we can just have it happen without it being super obvious. And I don't know if we can pull that off or not.
Oh, you got you some more?
Oh, and Jenny's lurking around here, I saw.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she said she'd join later if she could.
I will bow out after this game.
Bow out?
Really?
I'm not playing a second game if that's.
I have to work. I have to work in the morning.
If you're alluding to a second game, I never play those. That's nonsense.
Because says the guy who comes back 5 times to see what's going on.
Well, yeah, I will. I will go up to the house
That's not
and
crazy
pop in as a spectator before I go to bed.
Right? Are we nominations open and stuff?
Yeah, nominations are open, but I'm still giving you like 6
All right.
Let me just see here.
Okay, so I think Chris A should come with his information, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go for it, Chris A. You can go
So
first.
I've got Baron.
As
That makes sense with what I have.
I'm sorry, what was that?
you got Baron, but you got
Between
people as
him.
well.
He's coming with it. Let him marinate in what he's saying.
Are you falling asleep, Chris?
No, as I say, it was between Andreas and Lynn.
Hmm. I also
All
have
right.
information.
Chris, the other Chris, what do you got?
I'm the fortune teller. So there is a spy.
Okay, what did you just say?
I'm pretty
Oh.
You just
Dun,
said
dun,
I
dun.
am the fortune teller?
I am.
That's the most. I don't believe that for a second.
You were. You're dead now.
Oh, okay.
I know, right?
There you go. That makes sense.
I'm getting visions of last night. Carry on, Chris. And Elliot claiming a seer and a day one nomination. It's like, nope.
Nope. Can't believe it. And I checked 2 people, and I got a yes.
What 2 people?
Are we ready to hear who those 2 people are?
Let's hear it.
I'm ready.
Hey, Chris. Potentially, you could tell me tomorrow or Candace
No,
because.
he can tell everyone.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I think that might be a mistake.
Oh.
Okay.
I think it'd be better if you told Candace tomorrow, because she's confirmed, and there are, yeah, I think that would be best. But you can do what you want.
If there's a spy in the game,
so it
then
doesn't
there's
matter.
no point.
It doesn't matter. There's a spy. It's no point.
I can
Oh,
wait
okay.
until tomorrow.
Don't.
I noticed that both the people that I checked did not look at me when I said that.
They look away.
How would you know if they looked at you though?
Because I'm looking at them as I'm looking at them, looking at me.
Well, you don't know where their
No, they
cameras
all have
are.
different
Monitors over
locations. Yeah.
Yeah, they were looking away. I know where their monitor is.
Installing teleinfo.
So we can certainly kill Andreas if we think he's the Baron.
That was my
because
thought.
I would believe that too.
What have I done to deserve that?
Well, the dumb thing is killing the Baron doesn't even really help like that much.
It doesn't help it too much, but
it just
I
makes
mean,
me
like,
a
better than
bad, a
killing
bad
the
guy.
Baron
Baron than just some
I
random.
mean, if
Yeah.
we killed
go
the
be-
imp, wouldn't it just transfer at this point to Scarlet Woman if there was a Scarlet Woman?
Yes.
That is true.
But if there's not,
True.
Yeah, because there's.
I mean.
But
All
killing
right,
the Baron.
so
So-
keep your info,
Yeah.
Chris. We'll just. I think we should do the Baron.
Yeah,
Get rid
killing
of
the
the evil
Baron.
player vote. That way
I
they.
nominate Andreas.
So Candace nominates Andreas.
I concur.
Yay, verily.
I'm still watching you.
Very.
To see if they
Say
look
until
back.
I nominate him.
This time they're looking right at me.
Okay, Candace, do you want to give your reasoning?
I nominate that random evil guy.
Random.
Do you have special evil powers? No, you don't.
Andreas, do you want to give it a chance?
I'm not sure why it's all pointing to me, not to Lynn. But there wasn't a lot of a discussion. I'm Townsfolk. I'm from the bottom half, and
Everyone's from
you
the
don't want
bottom
to
half.
have me killed.
And
Not at
I'll
this
be from
point.
the bottom half.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard like 6 bottom half clans so far.
Does
From the
anyone
middle.
have information or want to discuss?
Yeah.
Anybody have anything clearing Andreas?
Grab a seat if you don't
And
have
if
one.
he's evil, I don't want him sitting next to me if he's evil. So.
Well, the other
Oh,
thing is,
facility.
if we're so sure there's a spy,
Scott
shouldn't you just
and
come
Matt
out with
need
your
to
role,
take seats.
Andreas?
Yeah.
Scott and Matt need to take seats.
I'm not sure there's a spy in the game. I mean, I don't have the.
Evil.
I think
There's
there
3
is.
minions and a fortune teller died.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah. And I certainly didn't tell nobody day one my role. That's preposterous.
I can trust Chris at least for that. Yeah, that is for sure.
There you go.
I don't think that
So
is.
it's confirmed we have a spy.
Yes, Scott, you need to take your seat.
I don't know if I'd go as far as confirmed, but definitely indicated.
Come on, Scott. What are you new?
Who's not in their seat?
Chris, what you thinking?
And here
Oh,
we go.
I'd kill Andreas.
Well, here we go.
I'm talking to my. Oh yeah,
Is there a reason we don't think it's Lynn?
Yes.
I do.
Don't think
I've
it's
got.
Lynn.
I don't think it's Lynn because she's the one that suggested that Chris nominate Candace to verify her.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's Lynn either.
Starting the countdown.
Do we want to do everybody for this? or do you
Thanks for
want-
staying up, Andreas. I hope it wrecks your sleep.
Yeah.
I think we
Oh
should.
man.
Purge it with
Even-
fire.
Even your own team is against you.
Can I at least get like a
Down with the
second
ship.
vote?
Even Chris is using his dead vote.
Yeah, right.
You just gave me a reason to just yell hiss for no reason.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
You killed me.
That's Andreas.
I'm out.
All right,
If I go out at least with the full sleeve.
Now, who do the Chris's really want to kill?
Okay, so
Right.
Andreas has received
31.
13 votes. Does anyone else want to nominate, or do we close the night?
It's not voting again, so we can't beat it. So let's go to
You
sleep.
cannot beat this.
Yeah, you
You can beat it with death votes. I'm optimistic.
Unless
So
the demons
Let's
come
do it.
Anybody
out,
like
we
to
can-
go for a tie?
Andreas has died, and I'm gonna open up the rooms and everyone goes to sleep.
Oh, he wasn't the imp. Oh, I guess it wouldn't matter.
No, he could have jumped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty self-explanatory. Killed Andreas. People don't think it's Lynn. Don't know why. That's fine.
Nominated me.
You guys hear even more screaming, and you see some purple ooze, and Kwame has died.
Oh, Kwame.
Oh, no.
And now I'm gonna open up the breakout rooms, and everyone has eight.
Candace, I would like to chat.
Oh,
Damien,
shoot. Can I come in that conversation?
Damien, can we talk,
Yes,
Damien?
Gil? You can. Your room or mine?
Give us about 5
I can
minutes.
go to your room.
5 minutes?
Wow, that's like
Go to your room, Damien.
99% of the day.
I want to talk to you today, Lynn, anyway, today. So give me just a second.
Lynn, can I talk to you real quick?
before.
All right, who's Candace talking to?
Yeah, let's come into my room.
Talking to you, Guami.
Okay.
All right.
My room.
Adele, you want to talk?
We can talk, yeah.
Sure, why not?
My place.
Oh.
The demon didn't die last night. That's weird.
Wow.
Okay.
Yo.
So I have nothing on you.
Nothing on me? What does that mean?
No information at all.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Ain't got nothing on me.
Okay. Okay. What are you trying to say? We ain't gonna catch you even if you're evil, or what?
You ain't gonna catch me if you can. No, what do they say? Fool me once, shame on you. You ain't gonna fool me twice. That's an American joke. You probably don't get it.
I don't.
Our president said it. George
All
W.
right.
Bush.
Mm.
Anyway.
Okay. Back to the game.
Yeah, so I don't
What
really
can
have
you
any
tell me?
information at all. And I will not have any information at all.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're bottom half.
That's fair.
Okay, outsider. Got it. Got it.
I
know
hate
how
you.
play
I
it.
hate you with a passion. I don't want to. So I don't think it's good to out outsiders.
Well, here's the thing. The Baron, which I pretty much think it's Andreas because he didn't even claim a role when he died.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way.
Knows
I
that all
know.
outsiders exist.
Let's put it this way. I know for a fact that we have the Baron in play, so there's really no value in hunting for outsiders at this point. Because A, the investigator pointed to the Baron, and B, I've talked to 2 outsiders, and I'm an outsider.
Right. I mean, I get what you mean by not hunting the outsiders, but towards the end, we need to know everyone's role to eliminate the good people.
Yeah,
from
but I
evil.
don't know if you're good, so I don't know that I want you to know that I'm an outsider because...
That's... But you already told me.
What?
You already told me you're an outsider.
Well, that's my point, and I don't know that it behooves the village for outsiders to be widely known.
I get what you mean, but I'm pretty sure there's a spy that it doesn't matter. But I get what you mean.
You're probably right. You're probably right. But here's my point: is that things happen that are unlikely all the time. So why would we go? Oh, we probably have a spy. Let's not even try to be strategic at this point.
Sure.
I think my connection is possibly the worst connection in the world right now.
I mean, I guess I'll talk to Guami and see what he is, or if he comes out publicly. Because if a fortune teller dies and another important role dies, how the hell would they know the outsiders and not pick him?
Guami was not important.
Guami was not important. Okay. Okay. Then maybe.
Yeah, that is a good point. So here's my thing: is like everybody's operating on this like higher level, and I'm like, guys, I think I figured it out. I think Candace was the virgin, and like you're all like, why are we even talking about that? Like I'm like always like so far in the dust. So you're like all like thinking about the spy, and sure I get that if Chris is the fortune teller, that indicates the spy. But yeah, the second kill does not indicate the spy.
The second kill does not indicate.
Which you can go talk to Guami if you want, but you can just trust me
So you
on
have
that.
already talked to him.
Yeah.
And you guys shared roles.
Yeah. He told me his role. Whether or not he was telling the truth, I don't know. But it made sense why he told me, and he's never told me before. And I talked to him towards the beginning, so I don't feel he would have been wasting his time talking to people if he was bad. I don't
Got you.
I don't know.
Okay. So he's the other outsider. Okay. Got it. I guess we got enough.
Yeah, well, you can go talk to him if you want. I like I said, I don't have any information. I don't have any way of getting information, which is kind of annoying.
I believe you. So far. As long as we get 3 outsider claims, we can eliminate the rest.
Well, we have 3 outsider claims. That's a fact. Like,
I know, but if I know, it's just the 3 outsider claims are confirmed good, and that is really good information.
Yeah, well,
They are
you
confirmed
can't.
good.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
reason good people
one
will
of
lie
them.
towards the end.
Yeah. Okay, so here, let's talk about the recluse. Not because I am the recluse, but let's just talk about it. Should the recluse out themselves and get killed? Because that actually makes it more dangerous for the other outsiders. Like, it narrows things down. Like, I think the best thing for most outsiders is to die at night by the demon. If they widely share that they're outsiders, that isn't going to happen. So
I agree with you. I agree. And if there's still a chance that there's no spy based on Guami kill, then I agree you should not come out with your role.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you good? You didn't give me anything about your information. You know that I'm an outsider. You said bottom half, I think.
Yeah, I did say bottom half, and I am trusting you enough to give you my role, which I don't mind dying because my role sucks.
Oh, you have a sucky role too.
Yes. And that is the role that usually gets suspicious and ends up dying in the last 3. So I would rather die earlier rather than later if people are suspicious of me.
So you said you were going to tell me your role, which I think you've given me cryptic information and hoped that I would figure it out.
I just said I'm the soldier. I think you didn't hear. Yeah, I just said I'm soldier.
My internet's not great.
Okay, yeah. So I am the soldier, but if people are suspicious of me, I'd rather not live to last 3 and end up with that stupid dying just because I'm a soldier.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it would be nice if you got killed during the night to make the game go longer. But yeah,
I know.
but that beyond that, it's not. Yeah, and I'd agree. It is a really good. Well, actually, it's kind of a bad bluff roll because, like, if you say I'm the soldier, well, okay, then we're gonna kill you.
Yeah, I know it's a horrible bluff roll. Yeah, exactly. But people still use it because they don't want to go through the hassle of making up information as the empath or the
So that's the thing. It's a really good bluff roll, but because of that, the meta kind of catches up with it, and then it's just a matter of how far is it cycled.
I know. So I know once I come out publicly, people are gonna get suspicious of me, and I don't care. So that's why I'd rather die earlier than later.
Well,
because I always get suspicious anyway, so who cares? Whatever.
Well, and I would say I believe you because, like you said, it isn't a good bluff roll, and in kind of sharing it with me, like unless you were the Baron, like that would be the bluff roll I would give to the Baron personally.
Yeah, but if I were the Baron, then Chris.
Chris says information conflicts with that. My point is that I don't think that you would have told me that if you were like a poisoner, for instance. This conversation is leading me to believe that you are the soldier and that you don't like the role. Like, you're not trying to convince me that it's a good role, and I won't die at night. It's great. Which I think is where you would be going if you were evil.
Probably. I guess. I wouldn't pick soldier to begin with, but I guess, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have a choice. It's just kind of thrust upon you. You could, I guess, like, just throw it away and hope for something better.
Right. I get you.
Yep.
Let's catch up with other people before time ends. I think this is good enough.
Yahoo, can I chat with you real quick?
Your room is fine?
Yes.
Righto.
I'll go to your room.
Your
Sounds
room?
good.
My room.
Damien?
Yo.
I need to confirm for an anonymous person right now, but are you an outsider?
So I don't know what the value in that is.
It will confirm you if I get a correct answer.
Well, so the problem is that, so in my world, there are definitely 3 outsiders. I guess I'll say sure, I'm an outsider.
Okay.
Here's my thing, and I've been telling everybody this, and so at some point it becomes kind of like, well, what even is the point? But I don't think it's good to widely share outsider information. I feel like the town should be pretty much aware at this point that there definitely is a Baron because of the investigator or the.
Yes. No, I agree 100%. But you're the saint, right?
Well, see, that's another thing that I don't really want to have out, but sure.
Okay. Well, I'm the librarian, and I saw you as the saint.
So you wanted it for third-party information that is me.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, got it.
Keep covering it.
Cool.
So if you are the saint.
Well, I am.
Okay. I'm not coming out with that. knowledge. Like, I'm not going to come out in the public. Only a couple people know I'm the librarian right
Sure.
now.
I pretty much have the
but
whole grimoire filled out, and for a non-information role, it's going pretty good.
That's good. I barely talked to anyone because I just wanted to kind of lay low and just defend you.
Well, I
and
wish
know if
that
you're
had
a
gone
good person.
more. Like I wish our conversation had more confirmed you in my mind. Like I'm inclined to believe you.
I
I don't
told Chris a first day or second day. I told him I was a top 4 first day.
Yeah. Well, anyway, my
but-
point is that I can fill you in once I learn to trust you, because I do have a decent amount of information.
I will
but-
back you up if you go under the block it forever. I'll back you up. I'm just kind of laying low for now because
Sure, sounds good.
Or if we need to kill someone, I'm more
Well,
than
and I
willing
will
to.
say that based on our second kill, I don't think that we have a spy in play. I just think they got lucky with Chris.
Okay. Cool. I might have just told someone evil then too, because I was assuming there was a spy in play, so I didn't care if people knew who I was anymore.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right.
We'll see.
Sounds good.
We'll talk tomorrow, Candace.
Any, any is good because there won't be ongoing information. That's all
Right,
that's left.
right.
You're just not one of the two.
Yeah, you could have told me that earlier before I went on the call.
Why would I do that? That doesn't seem as fun.
That's fair. I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys have 6 minutes and you could discuss, or nominations are open as well.
Are we missing somebody?
Gil, I came in on the back end of you just saying out loud something to me, and you don't have to tell me out loud what you were saying, but I wanted to know the 2 toss-up names, please.
It was Guami and Damien.
Guami and Damien. Okay.
Oh, and Yahoo is not here. Oh yeah, he is. Who's missing?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'm here in my nursery.
I think it's Alex. I think Alex is having an internet issue
Oh.
because we were
God, Alex.
we were
Yeah.
talking. We were talking, and then he dropped out halfway in conversation.
Okay.
I thought it was convenient because I told him everything I knew, and then when it was his turn, he just dropped out.
That's
get him
a
off, didn't
sneaky
ya?
move.
Never trust a poor man. That was pretty much the example I had.
So
We have to wait for Alex.
Yeah, Alex.
So yeah, Candace, going off of Gil's thing, there might be a spy because that's probably why I died.
That's weird.
Yeah. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I heard that
And
too,
also,
Adele.
also, Candace, remember what I told you first thing.
Sure.
Okay.
Candace, does that make sense to you with Guami? Like each.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
it
kind of want to
does.
talk tomorrow.
I mean,
Okay.
until I have a reason to think any other, and I don't, because things are going in a different direction already prior to me even talking to him. So
Okay.
Candace, it's really weird to hear you talk in English. Like normally you speak in eggs.
no eggs speak today. Yeah, I don't
I think I missed that inside information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roundabout.
See, I
joke.
said it
Kind of been
again.
here
Yeah.
for that match.
I
Yeah.
was cryptic about it.
New roundabout information.
I think that the suspicions at this point that are on the table are safe kills. They won't hurt the town.
There's Alex.
There's
Yeah,
Alex.
I agree, Candace. I agree.
I'm behind you 100%, Candace. Unless it's me.
But it was
Good
you.
logic.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just kidding.
Then I will abstain from voting.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think we shouldn't trust Candace.
Well, anyway, the little bit of doubt that was there about Andreas has gone away.
Andreas, how dare you?
Someone nominate
Bear
him for
doesn't
me.
want to trust you.
And yet I'm still a virgin. How could you not trust me?
Yeah, it's just an immaculate conception going on right here. What are we doubting her for?
Yep.
What is the problem here? Plus, I got to yell at some epic day.
Can you imagine somebody who's not playing this game listen to all this in the background?
Oh, it's
Any
bizarre.
of it.
It's
Or
bizarre.
any
Any
of
of
the
her games in
memes.
the
Like, that wouldn't
background?
make sense to anybody. That wouldn't make sense to
Can
anybody.
dead folk change their names, please?
No, I already did.
Oh, my bad.
So,
No worries, no worries.
would anybody
sure
like
that
to
helps, Cookie.
discuss any suspicions that they have openly at this
Andreas
point?
is a
So, like,
non-complier.
the
Well,
ta-
I would-
the town.
I was hoping if someone
Boris.
figured out if they're poisoned, because if we're thinking there's a spy and we know there's a Baron, if we can figure out there's a poisoner, that's
Oh, there's a
guaranteed
poison.
no.
I think there
Then
does
there's no
need
Scarlet
poison.
Woman. If there's a poisoner, there's no Scarlet Woman, and that's good
Yeah,
information.
that
Oh,
makes
that is
sense.
good
Yes.
information.
There's a poisoner. There's
Then
a
we could
poisoner.
just kill the imp, and we'd be winners.
Be done. Yeah.
Well,
Right,
I
so
heard through the
There's a
grapevine
poison.
that someone thinks
Does
they're
that
the
make
drunk.
does that make Chris's yes more important?
It kind of does.
It does.
Yeah, it
Would
does.
the, would
It
the imp
does.
like
So
to
what
just
I'm going
stand up and let
so
us know who they are?
so now that we're on the
And the
same
real demons
page, I'm
stand
going to say that there has been somebody who has been more willing to sacrifice themselves to get to the bottom of the situation. Because here's the thing, even if you're a good person and you are marked as the decoy, you're throwing people's information off, you know, and if you're not going to get any more information,
Commit seppuku.
So does that mean Chris got a yes on his first information?
he did.
Yes.
So now we're playing Rising Sun.
Mhm.
No.
Yes.
I think whoever got a whoever Chris got a yes on should be willing to die for the most part.
Yeah,
Are they?
conditionally.
Yes.
So do we have the names?
Even if it's myself.
Would it be easier if we know who Chris got a yes on?
I don't know what Chris is planning on, but
Do you want? No, that's so dumb. I was gonna say, do you want to share your information? But I realize that's a dumb question.
Are we sure
No,
there's
we're
a
not.
spy?
No, I think
I don't
yeah,
think
there's
you
a
should.
spy.
I,
Okay.
yeah,
No, no, I don't think you should. We should. Let me take a totally different direction. Let's leave that alone for right now. Let's
Back
just
to
take
the
a totally
eggs.
different direction. Back to the eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs Florentine.
Gil, there is a possibility that you are throwing off a decoy symbol.
Well, that's fine. I got my information already. So I'm the washerwoman. I got one information. That's it. So there's no big loss there.
And you've
I'm
shared
good.
that with
I'm
us
good.
already.
But it's important. Yeah, and it's important. You know, I'm good because that means something. That means that there is a poisoner.
And before I would request for any nomination, is there anybody else who is a top 4 that would like to come out and possibly
I'm top 4. I'm not going to give my information out, and I will gladly nominate myself if we need to.
Okay. I think I'm aware of your information, so we're good. I think that, you know,
Should
we
I
don't want to get
tell
low.
what?
No,
I shouldn't tell my information.
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, I'm pretty sure with the spy, yeah, but let's just let it be for right now.
For now, we'll keep it.
keep it over easy.
Oh, there's alternate universes at play here potentially, but
Well, I'm not wearing a goatee, so we're still in Worth Prime.
I never play as Jason as the DM, so I don't know how sadistic he is.
Oh, I'm just saying you have 1 more minute before your.
Nam is pretty mean, so I'm
Matt, what
trying
do you
to read
think?
Jason.
just never put anything past anybody, okay? You need to
I
know.
think that if Chris's information is accurate, then killing a decoy, if that's what Gil is, or an imp, is not a bad idea.
Do we go for the decoy or do we go for the non-decoy?
Is it?
I think we should go for the decoy because there's 2 taps that way.
Okay.
You don't want to go for
reason
1
why we're
tap.
not
You want to
going
go for
after
2
the
pings.
other end of Chris's information?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, somebody do it.
I'll
then.
talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I think. That
I
should
just
be
think we
good.
need to. We should.
I think that would be the
I'll
best
talk to you
option.
tomorrow.
Now I need a nomination because time's up.
I nominate Gil.
Stephen. Nominate.
Anti-aristocrat. I just saw it.
Can you give your reasoning?
The conversation led there, and so that's what we're doing. And Gil wants to die or is okay with it or something.
I don't want to die, but I'm okay if that's the decision.
I don't think anyone actually wants to die, but
I hate to have to make a decision when to use my dead vote, but if that's the best course, I don't mind. I should
Well,
say that.
let's put it
I don't
this
want
way.
to die, but I
Just
don't
be
mind.
glad you're not the snake charmer.
Okay, so Gil, do you have any more defense you
Be
want to do?
very glad.
Gil, do you have any
Yeah.
more defense, or you?
No, I think I already told quite a few people what's my role. I'm not going to tell the information I got, but I am the washerwoman, so I already got information. My information's out already, so there's nothing else for me to learn. And I think that might clear some questions.
Other
Yeah,
people's
that's not true, Jill.
information up. Yeah.
Every
Okay,
day is its potential for new information and new ways of learning.
In that case, does anyone have anything to add, or we're just going to go to the vote? I guess just go into the vote then. So I'm going to start the nice little sound effect.
I just
Seems like
wanted to say that I still think we should kill him, but I think that if we have a spy and a poisoner, the poison will be strategic, not random.
We're at 5. Okay, there's 6.
That's fair.
Yeah, but we're going, of course it'll be strategic, but we're going back to, we're working on a delay with processing information because of the fact that there's a spy at play. So instead of just going off of, I forgot to get the vote.
That's
Fine.
6 votes.
It was enough. Okay.
Which is enough. Do we have any other nominations?
Moving strategically too. We're processing through information just strategically, trying to make sure there's
I'm pretty
matches
comfortable with
up
that.
for more than one place.
Yeah, this will confirm quite a bit.
Even if there's a bit of misinformation, we have like different things matching up. You know, we're going for intersections, not just.
Gotcha.
Okay, so no more nominations. I'm gonna close them out then. And
Yeah, we're good.
Gil has died, and everyone's gonna go to sleep.
The Scarlet
I'm gonna
Woman.
bring up the breakout rooms.
Well, anyway, I don't know nothing. Don't learn nothing. Totally boring. Alright, so I had a developing thought. Kinda always thought the Virgin was a boring role, because you don't get information. However, you kind of end up as the ringleader of the game, which I think I may have seen this before, but Candace is really the kingpin in this game, because we all trust her, and Chris, for that matter, but Chris is less experienced, so I guess that's why Candace is the kingpin. So I don't know. Wow, so prompt.
I'm always here, probably.
Okay, so you guys awake to the blood-curdling screams of nobody, because nobody's died this turn.
Okay, that's interesting.
Hey Candace, when do I get my turn?
I'm going to reopen breakout rooms.
No,
and
that you wanted to talk to me.
You have 7 minutes.
Well, you're obviously a hot commodity at this point because everybody knows you're good.
Chris A, do you want to chat?
Candace, you want to talk as well?
Are we still?
Yeah. Okay, Ross. My room or yours?
Do you want to
I'll
talk?
go to yours.
Yeah.
You
My
can
room,
talk, you
okay.
can come to mine, okay?
Sure.
Oh, Chris, can I talk to you again?
Yeah.
Christy,
After I've talked to Ross.
Hello.
So, I know you're good. You don't know I'm good, but I'll just share what I know. Because you probably have the fullest grimoire and the most information. I am the saint. I shared that with Scott because he claimed to be the librarian, and so I shared it with him. And I think I inadvertently shared it with Guami and Manny. They're the other outsiders. Well, the ones that we would know. So
Exactly.
yeah. And I don't think I've shared it with anybody else. I think Adele figured it out too. I don't know what Adele is.
Okay.
Oh, he said he's the soldier. Which he does not want to. He actually doesn't want to make it to the final 3 for that reason. He said that he doesn't want to because he'll end up being suspect and getting killed, so he doesn't even want to be. That might be why we didn't have a kill last night, too.
So it could be they could have targeted him. Thank you for reminding me of that. So I'm just gonna put this out here.
Yeah.
There are only 7 townsfolk.
I know. Yep.
So you got a virgin, an investigator.
Yep.
I have reason to completely and totally believe that there is a monk. An empath. I'm thinking there's an empath.
Okay. Well, that, with what I have, already goes to 8, but that's fine.
Okay, you coming up with 8? Something.
Well, adding the empath to what I have. So I'll just give you the information I have,
Okay.
and then you can give me or not give me whatever you feel is appropriate. So,
okay.
I'm the saint, Guami's the butler, Manny's the recluse. Tell me to slow down if you need any. Gil's
No,
obviously the washerwoman, Chris is the investigator, Scott was the librarian, Chris was the fortune teller, and then Andreas is pretty obviously the baron at this point.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
based on what you had gotten to so far, I was at 8 because, well, I was just counting the things that I have, and then the empath I don't have.
No. I'm saying townsfolk roles. There should only be 7.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
There should
So,
be 7
soldier,
townsfolk
virgin,
roles,
washerwoman, investigator, librarian, fortune teller is. Oh no, that actually is 7. Well, there was another one. So what did you say?
So I got virgin, investigator, monk.
Yeah, monk I don't have.
We've heard.
I don't have monk on mine.
Librarian, washerwoman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're right. That's 8. Somebody is lying.
Well, and that's fine. That's what you do in this game.
Of course. I know. I just want to sing about lying. That's all.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I rarely get to sing about lying.
Okay.
And I'm good. So anyway.
when I'm on my high horse about how terrible lying is.
I'll start.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. I don't know that I have anything else to add to your puzzle, so obviously
No,
don't.
That's it. I think that I had a moment. I was looking at my grandma. I was like, "Who's Steven?" Never mind.
I'm inclined to believe.
By your name all the time.
I know. Well, people started using my name, and I don't care. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
The only reason I was going by a Yahoo is because there were 4 Stevens at that time, and it doesn't really seem like there's ever Stevens anymore. So whatever.
So here's the thing. I don't know anything about Matt.
Yeah, I don't.
There's no townsfolk left for him to be.
Matt? Yeah. Who is Matt? Is that a new guy? Oh, Matt Romano.
No, Matthew. Yeah. Yeah, so he hasn't tried to touch base with me again. I know nothing about
Yeah, the people I know nothing about are Ross, Alex, Matt, and Damien and Lynn. I talked to Damien day 1, and I was kind of weird because I wasn't trying to claim outsider, and then he really didn't share anything either. So I just kind of talked about general stuff because this is his first game.
I'm okay with Damien right now.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about Ross.
Yeah, tell me who to suss out, and I'll go try
Alex
to.
And Matt. Yeah, we need to figure out Matt, Ross, and Alex.
Okay.
Now, my thought process is that our librarian and our washerwoman were not either. That's my first thought because the information was interesting.
Matt, Ross, and who? Damien? No, not Damien.
Alex. Yeah. All right, let me jump out of here.
What did you say about what did you say about the washerwoman?
I was suspicious. I'm suspicious of Scott not being who he claims he is, as well as I was suspicious of Gil because there was a ping on him.
Well, and I'm not verifying 100%. I wish that the conversation had gone. So he said, I'm coming to you to verify for third-party information or whatever. He basically wanted me to out my role to clear me. The problem is that it would have been nice if I also could have cleared him. And I kind of said that I was the saint, and then and so like I felt like that could have gone off a little better, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go.
Yeah, we're talking a little bit. We'll touch base, but yeah, thank you. So I kind of I'm not sussing you at all for any reason.
I'll try to talk to the people you said, and maybe I can give you better information.
Okay. Yeah, let me know.
Yep.
but I
Just to
could be
be, they could do something stupid like that to kind of throw us off.
You have a feeling there is or isn't, Scott?
not.
Matthew,
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
That's
to
what I'm
talk.
thinking.
Want to talk, Stephen?
I do.
Adele, you want to
Come
talk?
to your room.
Let's talk, Candace. Yeah.
One more minute.
We'll go to yours.
Yeah.
What's up?
How's it going?
So I'm just kind of circling back around because the people. So I kind of have my grimoire filled out at this point, and you're one of the people that I have no information on other than we talked day one. You claimed townsfolk. Are we willing to go any further?
I've told Chris my role, and I've told him my information. I haven't told anyone else. I don't know who else I can trust. I guess I can trust Candace. That's about it. And now that we think there's no spy, I have no idea what anyone else. I have no, like, I don't have any more information. I haven't gotten any. Nobody's really told me anything. But I will tell you, I'm getting information every night. That's what I'll tell you. Okay. Well, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes. I was just taking notes. It does make sense. It was in English, and
Okay.
I speak English.
I'll tell you, I'm getting information.
Yes.
I think at least 2 of the nights, I'm positive it was good information. The 3rd night, I'm not sure.
2 nights good, 1 night not sure. Yes.
Yeah.
I do not have any information aside from what I've gathered.
Okay. Cool.
He's been, he's not his usual self.
Yeah.
Who's not their usual
Who,
self?
me?
Not his usual self.
Who, me?
Anyone?
Yeah.
Did anybody, I hope everybody's not their usual self when they play this game, because I would be very worried to
This
lose
is
you guys personally.
Yeah, this is a much more
This is
mild
my usual
version
self.
of
We're
myself.
all like,
Normally, I'm running around
okay.
screaming at people.
So,
Yeah.
so Candace, there's some chicken eggs in the coop that are ready to be cooked.
Chicken.
But I don't know.
All right.
But I don't
Fry
know.
'em up.
I don't know which hen laid them, so I think we should crack them open, see if they're rotten.
Okay.
Who puts a stove in a chicken coop? What's wrong with you people?
How do you cook up
Why
the chicken?
not?
You never heard of
What?
candling, Guami?
What?
Have you ever seen duck eggs?
Candling.
Often,
Town, we've got a senior citizen residence right next to a funeral home. It's that inappropriate.
we have ducks.
I have something to say though. I see a
It
problem.
saves on gas, Ross. Not
Did I say
inappropriate.
something?
Yeah.
Like a conveyor belt.
Go ahead,
It's fine.
Mike,
Just
Will,
butt
say
right in.
something.
That's okay,
Go
Gil.
ahead.
That's dark, sorry.
Go for it, guys.
I'm a little worried that you
Very
guys still suspicious of me, and you're thinking there's 2 people left, and there's still three people left.
I don't think Gil is evil.
Yeah, you guys are.
No, I don't think you're
I
evil
think
now.
I think there's
Right.
3 people left, and you guys are suspicious of me, and you're letting somebody go.
Is anybody the recluse?
I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think it's really okay. So this is where we are. I am at 8 townsfolk claims that I know of, and they're supposed to be 7.
Yep.
And 3
Oh,
people
actually,
I
Candace,
have-
that's not correct. The drunk would think they were a townsfolk.
That's
No.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Mm.
Thank you. You're right. But I'm maxed out on townsfolk. I'm maxed out on outsiders.
Right.
Well, I have 9.
There are 3
so-
people that I know absolutely nothing about. Nor have you tried to come talk to me. Normally you talk to me.
That is a good
Interesting.
point.
Yeah.
You know I know.
Should we kill somebody?
I've been talking to a lot of people today, Candace.
Yeah, there's 4 people.
I'm
in
not
here.
worried
You're
about
very,
Danny.
into the defense,
I
whoever
told
you're talking about, you're very
you have
popular.
fuzz today.
Yeah, yeah.
You have
Good luck
fuzz,
getting a
Danny.
hold
We're
of you.
good. We're good.
Man, he's
Is
good,
everybody
huh?
trying to talk to me? On the one person that I talk to?
Yeah.
We're
I
good.
sit here and wait for someone to ask me, and everybody wants to go talk to Chris or the other Chris.
I
Say your
talked
name
to
to
both
Chris,
this
Manny.
turn.
See what happens.
I'm the
Hey,
guy that
I
dances
figure
with all
out
the
how
ugly
people will
girls at the
talk to me
prom. That's who
now.
I am.
Oh, I have an idea.
Dances
Oh.
well.
There you go.
Wait,
Now people's going to
dance-
talk
wait a
to
minute.
me.
Oh, hey, can I talk to you,
Dances
Chris?
well.
Yeah, I find all the
Chris is
wallflowers and I
mellow.
dance with them, so I make their evenings worth. Anyway.
Dances well.
All right.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
At what point should we go listen to my other half of my fortune tell?
Kinda
no,
did, I
that's
guess.
Sounds like it's not
dangerous.
important, and it's Candace or Chris.
Yeah. Let's leave that alone.
Oh, we're still
Are you
leaving.
sure?
I'm
I-
sure.
Right? I'm getting close to the
sure
point
at
where
this
we
point.
can't just leave it alone for too long.
Yeah, like, are we dragging it out or like, what are we doing right
Yeah,
now?
what's the point?
Okay,
I will
so
say, I thought Gil was the wrong kill last night. I think it was obvious he wasn't the demon. I
But
didn't
you
know if
know,
he was
at this
evil or
point,
not.
at this point,
Chris,
I
I
rather
don't
to be
think we
killed last
should.
night. I rather to be killed last
Oh.
night because I knew I was a diversion at that point.
Well, no,
So
Gil,
Chris-
for
What
me,
we
it confirmed
drinking
you as
today,
good
Lee?
to me.
Likewise.
Yeah, because
I'd say
the
Chris-
Baron was already
Oh.
killed, so no other
How
bad
many
guy would have
beers
been
we
okay
gonna
with it.
have tonight, Lee?
Chris, I say if your other person is not Matt, Adele, Alex,
I
or
forgot to
Scott,
put
I say
that.
drop it.
That's why we already dropped.
Drop it. Wait,
It's
that's
been
putting me
dropped
on
like
the
it was
suspect
hot.
list.
Yes, it is.
Did a
I
suspect
like
just get
that.
named?
Gonna move it on.
What?
Was Adele seen by the fortune teller?
Indirectly.
So
What?
you feel good about? I haven't talked to you, Ross, so that's why I'm asking about you in public. So
Sure. No,
we feel- how we feel about
I've told several people my role. I think a lot of them can confirm, have positive vibes about what I've said.
I can confirm.
let's have a village popularity contest.
I never win these.
Right.
I want to kill a Yahoo.
I'm having Kindai again.
Does that count as a
Everybody
popularity?
gets one vote.
You just want to kill AI.
I don't think we should.
Well, of course I do. He's evil. Look at him.
There's no Yahoo in the game as long as Steven, so I don't know who you
There's
got.
only one demon in the script.
And that's
So
why
what
it could
the
be
hell is
true.
all the
Yahoo
demons?
alone.
Yahoo is on my highest. He didn't want to tell me his conversations.
Okay, so
He could be
once
wrong.
again, listen
He-
again, everyone. Listen. We're gonna have a popularity contest. A Yahoo is not a contestant.
Oh,
All right.
Nothing against
You
you.
have to tell me why then,
Didn't
because
even
I
make
have
the
suspicions on
nomination.
him.
Nothing against you, a Yahoo. You know, you're
It's
the
okay.
fan favorite.
I don't
fan favorite
mind.
from
I mean,
last
it
week.
sounded like
You
it was
gotta-
a rotten egg popularity contest, and I'm fine not being part of that.
We're gonna need a nomination because the discussion time's up. So I'm gonna.
Okay, Matthew, have you talked to anybody that can confirm you?
I've told Chris everything I know. That's the only person I've told.
He's talking Chris A.
Yes, Chris.
Candace, he's counting down. You have like 2 seconds. Go.
I nominate Matt. I nominate Matt.
Thank you, Manny.
Manny nominates Matt. Manny, can you give your reasoning?
So mostly just because Jason was counting down, but out of everybody on my wheel that I know is good, Matt, Adele, Alex, and Scott are the ones that I'm not sure about. So I'm gonna take a shot on Matt because I didn't like our conversation where he just seemed a little suspicious to me. I don't have any other information to go on besides that. I was hoping someone else would nominate him because I know nobody here probably trusts me because I haven't really said anything the whole game. So
We talked about this already.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
So, Manny, I'm sorry. You said
The
Matt
Virgin
and who?
trust you. You're
Matt,
good.
do you have a defense?
Matt, Adele, Alex, Scott. Those are the people on my list.
Okay.
So you just repeated the same 4 people I believe Candace asked about. So that's suspicious. in itself.
Yeah.
I will come out with my,
No, it's not.
I will come out with my role if you guys want me to, but I don't think it's a good idea.
I would like you to.
Yeah, it'd be phenomenal.
I'm a big fan.
Okay, I am the Undertaker. First night I was told, well, not first night, but this night too, whatever, that Chris was the investigator. Then I was told Andreas was the Baron. Then I was told Gil was the Washerwoman. The reason why I haven't come out is because all that information seemed to be already out in the public, so it doesn't really confirm anything.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you get for me?
I didn't get anything for you. You weren't executed.
Yeah,
Oh,
you died
duh,
tonight.
never mind. You're right. Never mind.
Thought you were trying to trap him.
I'm back. I'm backwards.
You only get
Good
executed
trick.
people not night kept. So I don't know if that clears Gil or if I was poisoned and Gil was actually the imp, but I feel confident that I wasn't poisoned the first 2 nights because.
It was quitting.
So I feel confident, like I feel definitely confident I wasn't poisoned with Chris. And then because I trust Chris, I trust that my second phase information that Andreas was the Baron is accurate. I don't know about Gil's information.
Yeah.
But if you want to kill
Ronnie
me,
confirms.
I'm probably going to die anyway or be poisoned. So that
Okay.
is my information.
Undertaker or spy?
Anyway, does anyone have anything else they want to say?
Yeah, was Matt the second person, Chris T?
No.
No.
So is it information from elsewhere, or is it just through process of elimination?
It's because nobody's talked to me except for I've talked to Chris, and there's like people going off who feel confident with each
The
other.
thing about all of this information was it was already publicly stated before they died.
Yeah, and he said so.
That's why I haven't come out.
He
with it.
said so, yeah, but
That's why like I've been telling Chris, and he's the only
Damien
one.
has a tiger.
Yeah, I think it's a good kill. Because here's the thing: if I was the Undertaker, I probably would say, "Hey, kill somebody that hasn't been publicly stated, and then I can
tried to do
verify
that,
it."
but you guys killed so quickly. You guys have killed so quickly.
Well, you could have gone to Candace and worked that out.
Matt, you have been so quiet all game.
Yeah, why didn't you
That's
double
why-
back
why would I
to me,
want people to know
Matt?
what I am, Ross? I don't want people to know what I
But
am.
Matt,
Yeah,
why
but
didn't you double
Candace.
back
Yeah,
to me?
Candace
Why didn't
and
you double
Chris.
back to me?
Yeah.
Candace, every day I come here, the thing comes on, everyone grabs you and the 2 Chris's, and then I've been lucky enough to grab Chris because he comes back. I haven't been able to grab you because every time I come in here, somebody's gotten you. Is that not accurate? Have you been the most popular girl in school?
Well, popularity contest. That's why she wanted to run it. She wanted everyone to know that she's the best.
So let me ask that. It was like, are we 100% sure that Candace is good?
Yeah.
Yes, there's
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I want to know because nobody tells me anything on this freaking game.
I
So.
said, how's that for being evil, Gil? I
We
pointed
forgot.
it out to
Oh,
you.
that's true. You're the virgin.
Gil doesn't play that often.
I forgot.
And
You're
doesn't know
the
about the
virgin.
virgin.
Yeah, you're the virgin.
Gil, maybe you are the imp.
People
We're
don't
not
trust
talking
me.
about getting off track here. This is about Matt and Matt's nomination. So
So I'm just saying, if people don't trust you, you don't have a
forgot
chance to
about
talk
that.
to people who can clear you unless you get lucky. And so it's like
Right in the
not
boat.
suspect because I didn't talk to Candace, but I did talk to Chris, the other person I trusted. and I
okay,
told him
so I'm
everything.
gonna start the vote now.
Kill.
Whisper and kill him, Ross. It's weird.
Kill.
I think it's with a spy, there's no way to confirm anything.
That's true.
They can make up all them, like they know everything. So
Yeah, that
Right,
is true
exactly.
too.
Well, if we kill somebody else,
No, but if there's a spy, it doesn't matter.
We'd have to
it
verify
still-
it right away.
It
Otherwise,
still
he
brings
is the
us
spy
back to
or the
what our
Undertaker.
doubt is.
I guess.
It still brings us back to what our doubt is now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so
Yep.
that's 7 votes on Matt.
Well, I mean, we should have breakfast to discuss.
So I held my vote back because I think I was the only good person that didn't vote. Well, I was the only live person that didn't vote.
I also didn't
Which
vote.
means the evil people are voting for Matt. So either there's a Scarlet Woman in play and they're okay with passing it, or Matt's just evil.
Well, if
And,
he's just evil, that's fine.
Or I'm good and they want to kill the.
or you're good.
Without wasting a
Hey,
kill.
But
I
if you're
mean,
good,
yeah,
then the evil
he
people
could be
are.
good. I'm definitely on board with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any other nominations?
So that's. I wanted to hold it in case we thought we should vote for someone else.
I'm
Yeah,
good with the
he's
way it
definitely
is.
not the demon, but or if he's the demon, there's.
I
a
don't think
Scarlet
he's
Woman.
definitely not the demon.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
could
But
be
if
the
there's
demon, and
if he is,
they figure
there must be a
we
Scarlet
should
Woman.
Move it to the Scarlet Woman. But I thought.
But if there's a Scarlet Woman, there cannot be a spy though.
Right.
That's the
Are
thing.
we
You
sure
can't
there's
have
a
4
poisoner?
minions.
Because I haven't really
That's what
heard
people
of
are saying.
anybody claiming that they've been poisoned or drunk. It wouldn't have been Matt. because
Somebody
it's information.
has gotten information that something's wrong, but it's also possible that that person is the drunk.
Has anybody
So-
heard of Recluse yet?
Yes.
All of
Yeah.
our outsiders are accounted for.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Damn.
we do
Even the
have
drunk?
4.
Okay.
There's definitely a drunken play.
How,
Well,
how,
I
how,
mean,
how
the
do you know?
drunk
How
is-
do you account for the drunk though?
the
Well,
bear.
accurate information.
I think I know who's
And
drunk.
I know who
Well,
the other three
There's
outsiders are.
no other nominations. I'm gonna close the night. So
I
must
think
be
I
really
think I know
stupid.
who's
Nominate-
drunk.
I'm gonna
If
nominate
there
Manny.
continues to be some
Gil,
odd
do
information.
we nominate?
If there's three
Nominate Manny.
outsiders
Hang
claims,
on, hang on, we have a nomination.
Oh, I understand there's a drunk, but the way she said, I thought she knows who was the drunk.
oh, I got you. I got you.
Well, the
All right,
ones
there's
that
a
we know
nomination
about.
in play, guys.
Nomination play.
Yep.
There's a nomination.
All right.
Matt nominates Manny.
What?
Can you give your reasoning?
I think his nomination of me was suspect. Like he was piggybacking off of other people's ideas. So I think it was just like, oh, I can get a quick kill here. That seems like a bad guy thing. Everybody suspected one of the 4 people that Candace named. He picked one of them at random, and now he's going to get a free kill. It might be good. I haven't talked to Manny other than like 30 seconds, and I didn't get a vibe off of him, but that is my nomination.
Pertinent information. He's
Well,
got that beard. I trust him.
Manny,
Yeah, Manny first.
He's smiling a lot. I don't know if I trust him.
People with beards in this game, do we?
Manny, do you have a defense?
Did I come out here, Guami?
No.
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 Everybody trusts you.
You're
My
fine.
defense of Matt is just, what I said earlier. I was nominating somebody to get a nomination. Matt's one of the people that's higher on my list. He's the one that I spoke to. He's the one that I had iffy feelings about in our conversation. I think there's 3 bad people alive within the 4 people that I nominate or that I named.
Yeah.
So, good odds that we hit somebody or we get information out of the vote.
Yeah.
So we're voting on Manny here.
Well, if Manny's not bad, we need to kill one of the other 4 people.
2, 1.
Kill.
No, Chris.
That is creepy. Thank you for illustrating that for me, Chris.
Oh, you. It's like whispering chupacabra really loudly. It's just chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Not the sexiest words you've ever heard. Like,
Chupacabra means goat sucker.
Yeah.
What?
Sucker.
That's exactly what it means. Exactly what it means.
It actually is a folk. It's a folk creature from Brazil.
No more votes. There was no votes on that. So
Did you say votes or goats?
there was no votes on that. Do we have any other nominations before I close?
I'm gonna die at night anyway now at this point. We need to kill one of the other people. If Manny's right, but there's 3 good people out of the other 4, we should kill one of those other ones. And then I'll die at night anyway. And it'll
I'm gonna count down.
Well, maybe I won't die now, but at least I'll
But
get
weren't you one of the 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know I'm
No,
good.
he's claiming that he's
The other
the
3 are
good
bad.
one out of the 4 that I named. That the other 3 are clearly bad.
But there's no way he'll get enough votes.
If he gets the information
Well,
about
that's why I
whoever
held my
died,
vote back.
doesn't that?
And that's the end of the day. And Matt has been killed. And
Gil, that's right, but that's a perfect spy cover.
everyone goes to sleep.
And it's kind of useless anyway. I think we know most people's roles.
Yeah. Well, speaking to what Adele said, if he watches this, we know what they're claiming. We know, yeah, exactly. So everybody will claim a good role. The only value that a real Undertaker would have, well, A, if they were real, they would die at night. That would be a thing. We could let them, well, yeah. Could let them go if they don't die. Yeah. Maybe that was the better play. Let them go if they don't. But then if they don't die, then clearly we're going to kill them the next day. So that doesn't gain us anything. But the point is the only value they would have if they lived, and they were real, which there's no way of knowing, would be that we would validate that we were wrong about something. But a bad player could just lie to us and tell us what we don't want to hear. So, yeah, I think it's a good kill.
Yeah, they already
No,
decided.
that was a total mob mentality thing going on there.
Okay, so
I had a pitchfork. I don't know about you.
you guys wake up to the blood curdling screams and cookie tossing of Candace.
Oh,
That's fine.
Oh,
it's
That's
was
fine.
bound to
Wow,
happen.
that's fine.
Did she throw a cookie or did she puke in that
Well,
example?
I was like cookie toss. I just left it alone. I was like,
I'm too curious
What
now.
cookies?
Jason, which one was it?
There's
that means to throw up, Jason.
screaming and throwing cookies.
Okay,
not
gotcha.
Throwing cookies.
They
Um,
wasted cookies. So
Thank
that
you for the
goodness gracious.
clarification. Okay, right. Okay, I'm fine with that. That works. So better me than somebody else last night. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I got over it already.
And I'm gonna open up the breaking rooms, and you guys have.
Proud of you. I told
You guys have
I'm proud
5
of you.
minutes.
Candice, you want to talk?
Okay, Candice.
Let me
I
talk
need
to Lynn first,
No
Damien,
problem.
and then I'll catch you, okay?
Go ahead.
Come
I'll
to
go into
mine,
your
Lynn.
room, Candice.
Hey, Guami, can we talk? Scott,
Sure.
thanks.
Ross,
I'll
Yes,
go to
sir.
your room.
would you like to
Whose
talk?
room?
Your room.
Am I
Alright.
drunk?
I said,
Not
would you
currently.
like to talk?
Well, I must be drunk then, because I heard that differently. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll head over
Careful,
to you.
Ross. Careful.
Does
Yeah.
anyone want to talk to me?
The downside to giving your information out, eh, Chris?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
talk to Yahoo if I was you.
What? Really? Really, Chris?
Well, yeah, you haven't talked to me at all. That's usually a 100% bad guy right there.
I still want to understand. How like you guys are clear everybody, and then you don't explain how you're clear, and then I'm
Oh,
supposed
well-
to vote with the group because like I'm supposed just to give my vote.
Okay, I'm gonna
because
go,
you
'cause
guys say
Ross is
so.
waiting for
It's
Yo, what's going on?
Hello. Not much. How about you?
Not much. You're one of the people that nobody has much information on.
I've given my information out. I have a non-information role, so I'm just hanging out.
Which one?
The one that gets no information and hangs out. And the power that I have is the hanging out of things.
Well, why haven't you told Candace it?
I haven't spoken to Candace. She's a popular girl.
Tell Chris A.
I think I did.
Did you? Well, I should tell him that he should talk to Candace because more people can talk to him because he is less popular, and then she could just make sure to catch up with him. I should
think
definitely
that'd be-
tell her that.
I think it's a good idea because yeah, Lynn jumps to her and that's pretty much it. And then they say, "Hey, wait a minute."
Yeah. No, I know. Well,
you
here's
can't get a
my
hold-
game.
You don't talk to us, but like, when do you get the opportunity to do
Yeah,
that?
it's
right?
fair. Here's my game is basically I talk to about 80% of the people, and then at the end of the game, I suspect the 3 or 4 people that I haven't talked to, which you're one of them for me and for Candace. And since I
Right.
know Candace is good and Candace believes me, then you look pretty evil.
Candace believes you.
Yeah. Well, Candace isn't the only one that believes me. There's like an interweaving of trust and deception.
Okay. See, I haven't heard that yet. So that's why I'm reluctant to tell you things.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, no disrespect, Steve.
That's fine. Well,
I'm
had
not
you been?
sure, so if I get clearance from a couple of people, then yeah, I'll tell you everything I know.
Well, that's fine. So here's what I was told. I was literally told by Candace, since she's not had the opportunity to talk to you, that I should talk, and she gave me a list, and you were one of those people.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm a representative of Candace, but that's fine.
I have your people talk to my people. I talk to the boss. I don't talk to underlings.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll be back, Steve.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right.
I think it's my time, guys.
And I dropped again, Jason.
My execution will be decided.
All right. Does anyone want to tell me what's going on?
I tried to, Ross.
Can
You
I
didn't want nothing to
talk
do with it.
like,
We're playing Trouble Brewing, Ross. That's
Oh,
what's going
what? The
Hey,
what?
Guame, I want to talk to you.
Manny or Ross, do you want to talk to me at all? Because I'd like to know, converse with you to figure out stuff.
I would.
There's Chris.
I'll jump in.
Talk
Then
to
I'll
you
go
Had to
yours.
rejoin
Okay.
in the
My
main
room?
Yeah, I'll go to you.
Can I be a part of that, Guame?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, was I joining with Lynn or no?
I don't know what.
Join you. All of you can join my powwow.
Okay, I'm coming over, Lynn.
That works, I guess. And now we have a
Holy
Yahoo.
shit! It's all of you. Okay, that's fine. Because my suspicions
Oh,
are.
Megwami too.
Okay,
That's fine.
We got literally
Hurry
50
up.
seconds.
We have 50 seconds, so say it.
Oh shit. Okay, my info doesn't make any sense. I'm probably drunk. I got a 1 again last night. Is there any suspicions? Because I have no idea what
Who's-
Adele is, and I have no idea what Alex is. I'm suspecting both of them. Scott, I don't trust as a
Are you?
librarian.
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. You're not drunk. You're the empath.
Yes, I am.
Well, I
I'm
don't
the
know
other
that we
police.
should be saying that.
And you've been
Yeah.
you've been trusting that the one forever. So you
Manny's the
can't be drunk
recluse.
every
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
getting
why.
zero-
That makes
zero
sense.
Oh
days
my
out
word,
of
we're saying a lot of things.
All right, so Manny's the recluse, so that's your negative.
Yeah. And Manny's confirmed. Yeah, nobody else has claimed outsider, so all the outsiders are cleared. They
You gotta
cannot
be
be
legit,
fluffed.
yeah.
They cannot be
Scott's
fluffed.
claiming. Scott must be claiming chef because he hasn't. I don't think he's come
No.
to any of
He's
the
not.
outsiders.
He's not.
So, damn it.
Lynn,
Yeah.
I do, I do
Lynn needs to.
remember.
We're gonna take a course together where we can be concise and get our information in 30 seconds. It's
No, it's
impossible.
Christmas time, and a lot of times people, well, prior to COVID, a lot of times people will go to, ballet to see the Nutcracker.
Ross, that was probably the most exciting minute you've had
Nutcracker?
in this game.
I think so.
Okay.
I did, yeah, I did.
Well,
I did.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so I have information.
Okay.
I think it's my time to die, guys. I'm the soldier. If I stay alive too long, I'm already on the suspect list. I might as well die now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to leave me to last 3
What are we down to right now?
8.
8.
because the outsiders are confirmed, so the other people are the suspects, not the outsiders.
I'd rather hang on to you.
But
Are
are they
you-
confirmed?
So I just want to know one thing. Are
They
you
have to
tired
be.
of us and want to go hang out with your other friends?
No.
The ones that have gone.
I mean, like, you trying to
No, I'm just being honest here. Like,
Nobody's suspicious of you.
no, but
So how?
but I can't be confirmed though.
True, but
I am suspicious, but I'd rather hang on because I'm suspicious of a handful of people because I have too many townsfolk. Adele's one of them.
no, yeah, we got too many townsfolk. I think I know
Yeah.
who's drunk.
We're up to
How do you
10
know who's
townsfolk
drunk?
now.
Is that private information?
Because they're getting misinformation that doesn't make any kind of
I'm a little
sense
frustrated because I'm
got
supposed
an
to
idea
vote
of
on
who
you
you're
all
talking
words
about,
and I get
Dennis.
told nothing. That's the little.
Are you
So
having-
apart
I'm
from
just
that,
like I'm,
which,
I'm like in this whole game. I'm just supposed to take all you guys' word on everything.
Yeah,
and
like
it's just-
so if it,
Oh,
So
I guess
up-
what he's saying is if there's a drunk and they're getting bad information anyway, then who's the getting the bad information? Would it
I
be
don't get information, so
How
Yeah, but
is
there's no point killing the drunk because it's not going to help the.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say that like we are trying to factor. We've looked at things both ways, like if all the information is true, and then if information in reverse as well. So, there is, I mean, there's somebody that's drunk. Period.
No.
We've got 4
Yes.
outsiders.
Yes.
if we know there's a spy in the game? Why are we so secretive about people's roles?
well,
Yeah,
I
and it's
want to
like
mention.
it's deja vu again.
By
That's
now,
how
everybody
Scott
knows.
won last game. Like he had all this
Well,
crazy theory, and
I
then
wanna
he
mention
ended up
something.
losing.
I want to
There's-
mention something else. The fact that there are 3 people claiming top 4 is a bit suspicious to me.
That's what I think.
That's
too.
all. Yeah.
Yeah.
That does not
But-
happen. I've yet to see again the
but-
3
no?
top 4.
2 of those people are already dead, though.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but they could be the demon and it
I
transferred
don't
to
know.
Scarlet Woman. They could be a minion. They could be the spy.
Well,
All right,
I've been
Alex, who are
confirmed,
you?
so
Who are you?
Raven's
Who knows
keeper,
anything
so I'm in
about
the
you?
same boat as Adele. You can kill me because there's no way, if there's a spy, there's no way they're gonna kill me. So,
No, kill me, not Alex.
Oh my
one or the
god.
other.
No, kill me. Wait, I'm dead.
I'm feeling kind of King Solomon-ish and the 2 ladies and the baby. I'm just not buying either one of these.
Well, I just want to throw something out too, which is
And I'm not comfortable with that. Just saying.
that
Hmm.
a phenomenal strategy for evil is to bluff as an outsider because it throws a wrench in everything, especially in this script. Because if the
But
2
there are
outsiders,
no double claims.
There's no double claims of an outsider.
sure,
Can't-
well,
Yeah, but maybe there's not.
oh, but if there's a
Baron, and
spy, then they
there's-
could have
Hang
fixed
on,
that
If
too.
there's no
no.
Baron, then Chris A is a spy.
But he's confirmed.
A spy could be confirmed.
Yeah,
So if there's
Yeah.
no Baron, then what was Andreas, who's been quiet and very suspicious?
A minion.
That's what he
Chris
was.
Say could have been drunk and given bad information, and then the Baron.
I'm not
wasn't
saying that.
relevant.
I don't think that's likely. I'm just saying
Or
if
If
I
I
use
was
a-
spy,
Oh,
then
okay, so
Matt
listen.
would have been Matt as the Undertaker confirmed both me and Andreas.
Yeah. So
I'm not
and that's the
buying that he's
thing.
you can't go
Undertaker.
with the
Really
theory of no
confirm
Baron.
anything,
You have to
because
go
all
with
of
the
that was
theory of
in
there
the
is a
open
Baron.
already.
Okay.
He's either
With him nominating me as the virgin, you have to be a townsfolk
Yeah.
in order
Or a
to
spy.
be
Or
killed.
a
Correct.
or a spy.
If
Yeah.
I
That's
could-
true.
Explain
you
to me.
you could be a spy
I could be
registering
a spy.
good.
So
But-
explain to me
but-
how is Lynn
Yeah.
alive that long? That's all I want somebody to explain to me. How is she
That would
alive? To
explain,
this-
that would explain that we have that's what supports us having a spy.
Well,
But what's that mean? Like, why
Well,
is she alive that long?
Lynn's ability
I
only
have
works
gone
once,
first,
Gil.
That-
It works
okay.
once, so
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, it's not
no
every
threat.
night. It's not every night.
It's
Yeah.
not every day. You know,
It-
it's
it-
just first
What if-
nomination.
Lynn is not drunk. She's actually evil, and she just knows that the drunk person is like Adele, whose ability, or Alex.
Oh, now I want Scott dead. Now I want Scott dead.
I don't know, but I'm suspicious of Lynn as well because it was very weird.
Okay.
The way she came to me right on the first day,
You
and the
don't-
conversation we had, like I was trying to play on my
Okay.
head, is just I
Listen,
just need you guys to
Gil.
explain to me because you leave me out.
I asked the monk to protect her. The monk has been protecting.
Okay.
If there's a spy,
But,
the
but
monk
I
should be
told
dead
most
by now.
I told most people in this room who the monk was. How is then the monk alive?
Before you even, and that part I don't know, but before you even said anything, you remember when I came back in and you were talking out loud? That had already been
But I told people
established.
before that. I told people that you think guys are
Okay.
thinking is evil before that.
Okay. Hold
on.
That's
So
why I don't
listen.
understand how those two people are still alive on this game.
I don't know that part.
Can I throw?
I can't answer that.
Can I say something? What if the monk is evil, and he's saying to the demon not to kill Lynn because he's protecting her, supposedly protecting her? You get what I'm saying? And he's working with the demon, and he's evil.
Yeah.
I mean,
He or
it's
she's evil.
possible.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's possible.
Then that
It's
means
possible.
Gil's also evil. Then
It means he's drunk.
Well,
I'm
Gil could
leaning
be
towards
evil.
I'm leaning towards Gil being evil.
I'm not against Gil being evil.
Gil would be drunk. That's what I'm saying. So
Gil
like, there's
I know
that's
who Gil.
what we're dealing with is there's people
But
that are
why would I
confirmed
clear
players.
Damien? Why would I clear Damien in this whole thing? I
have a question, Jason. I have a question, Jason. Can the Washerwoman ability see the spy as a monk as their first ability?
The wash.
Would you get a wash? Is it possible that the wash? We've
Yeah,
talked
it's
about this.
nice.
A washerwoman can get a decoy
Yes.
out the rip.
Yeah.
Because who was?
Registered Townsfolk, I would think so.
Yep.
But okay, but
Then we have nothing. Then we don't know.
Well, wait a
yeah,
minute.
that's low down. But
I just try to understand how is both Damien and Lynn alive this long. I'm not saying both are evil. I'm just surprised that both are alive because it's pretty clear what they are.
I have a question. And you don't have to say the actual information, but does anybody know what Scott's information is?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Yes.
He told me.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
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 It did check out, but
Check
that
out.
doesn't mean there can't be a spy. But yeah.
Yeah. Nothing rules out a spy. I mean, the only thing that's leaning towards us not having a spy, and like you said, it's all these alternate universes, all these different paths. Play this game. Abilities. If Lynn and Damien are
Look at the
both
strings
good.
in your board.
Break out where's the yarn, Kwame?
What?
If they're, I said, where's the yarn? Break out the yarn. If they're both good, there's a possibility that the evil team knows that they're being compromised, so they're leaving them alone because they know that will make them look suspicious.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
That's
we
a
don't.
far off game. You guys.
No, it's not. Not really, Gil. No, it's
possible.
not. It's very possible. I would do it.
How do we? Okay.
I just want to just throw this out because I've been sitting on this the whole game. People keep telling me not to. So I had Gil, and my other person was a Yahoo, Steven. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, but AI's confirmed.
We're pretty far into the game, so people need to know who the other one is.
I
So
am.
that-
Yeah,
so
AI's
that-
confirmed.
I'm perfectly
Yeah,
fine
so-
with
Yeah,
that. It makes me
he's
feel much better
confirmed.
with the Gil kill.
So with Gil, so if he was the imp, then it jumped.
Yeah,
And
but I wasn't, and you guys gonna lose this game with that assumption. That's the problem.
My
There was
question.
three people
I
left
still
when I
think-
die. There's 2 people in your trust group that must be bad.
My question
Yeah.
is this: if both of Damien's neighbors are who they say they are, has anyone confirmed Damien as being
Oh.
good?
Yeah, Jill. should
Jill.
have, I think.
Yeah.
Just Jill.
Chris,
Just
I'd be willing to bet that Yahoo was your decoy.
I mean, he could have been.
That's what I'm thinking. I
Possible.
agree with
And
that.
and and,
I
and
agree
if that's
with
the
that.
case, then he confirmed Damien as good, and I don't believe that.
I still think we've
But
got.
then they're both evil.
It's between Adele, Alex, and Scott. I'm leaning towards Scott just because Adele and Alex are ready to put themselves out there.
I have
But there,
That's my thought.
about
Well,
two.
Yeah, I
is
could vote for
100%
Scott.
It is completely possible that Lynn's been poisoned, and there is no drunk, and one of the outsiders is
It's
alive.
definitely a drunk.
Oh,
No,
the thing
there's
is, only-
definitely a
only-
drunk.
We
There's
have two
definitely
people
a
with
drunk.
bad
I just don't
information.
think the drunk
Okay.
has much
There's
information.
definitely a
I'm
drunk.
gonna,
Yeah.
If the
I'm
Baron
gonna
is
ask
in
for
play, there's
nomination
definitely a drunk.
now. I'm gonna ask for nomination now. But
Okay, go ahead.
It's been time, so we need nomination.
All right, well, I'll nominate Scott. I don't know that it's Scott, but that was one of the names that was thrown out, and we can just kind of work our way around.
Okay, so Steven.
I mean, we still have.
So, my reason is because he was an information role. Doesn't
nominate
hurt to kill him. There's
Scott.
what?
Yeah.
Did I
I'm
didn't give
okay
my
with
reason.
this.
Yeah, give your reason. Yeah.
Yeah, so there were 3 information roles. It's not a harm to lose an information role. I'm not saying I'm not gunning for him, but it does seem unlikely there were 3 information roles. It's possible Gil was the lie. It's possible I was the decoy. It's really hard to say. But I'm
Okay,
nominating him because we're asked for nominations. So
Scott, do you have a defense?
I am the librarian. I saw the saint. I'm not going to say who it is in case the evil people don't know yet. I know a lot of the townsfolk do. I told Guami who it was, and he said yes, that is who it was, or that's who he got as well. As the saint, I am an information role, so you can kill me. I said that about 2 rounds ago, but you are going to waste a vote a day on me instead of killing a potential bad person later in the game. So.
Okay, does anyone have anything to add?
Oh, I think I'm being played is what I think.
Something's not right.
I think
Yeah.
that's a given. You and me both.
Some information's kind of unraveling.
I think that everybody at this point has volunteered to fall on the sword to cover this. And I'm not talking about you, Scott. I'm just talking about everybody who's left.
Let me just throw out that I'm very highly suspicious of Alex from earlier on, because just his conversation, he told me his role right away, which he has never done before. And then Adele had a little smirk when Matt, I think it was someone said Matt or Manny said, and maybe it was Manny, I think that said that there was 3 out of the 4 people or whatever were evil. And Adele got this little smirk in the corner of his mouth that I saw. I know he smiles a lot. Smile. So that's it. They're the top 2 on my list still. I could
Okay, well,
be wrong. That was just social reads, no information to back it. But
Well, I say we get it to 4 just in case, and nominate some more.
I'm gonna start the countdown then.
I got my 1, so it's 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you're using yours, huh, Candace?
Okay, well, keep
Candace.
that in order.
Shit, I
That's a
forgot I was
mistake.
dead. I forgot I was dead. I just forgot I was
I
dead.
was like, what are you doing?
Oh no, Candace.
I forgot I was dead.
Oh,
y'all
there-
know I have this.
There's one of the evil votes right there. The evil use
This
the dead vote.
morphia.
Evil, use
Evil
the dead
virgin.
vote.
It's bound to
Mhm.
happen sooner or later.
Evil version.
I unravel this very, very, very well. See, the problem you're
Okay,
clear.
so
If you
Scott
wasn't
and
clear, I
Corporal-
would be so suspicious of you right now because that's
This happened to me the other day. I forgot I was dead.
like you can
And I
unravel
voted
this
off-
crazy puzzle, figure out who's who, and then you don't know how to vote. That's kind of weird.
Well, Gil, it's possible we haven't actually unraveled anything.
Yeah, it's possible too. Yeah.
So, do we have any other nominations?
I still don't understand how both
I'm gonna
Damien
nominate.
and Lee
Why
are-
doesn't somebody
are
nominate
alive.
Alex?
I'm nominating Alex. I don't care if I die. It's fine if it ends up with me, but I'm much highly.
Scott's nominating Alex, and what's your reasoning?
He's top on my list saying that he was Ravenkeeper when he just came out like immediately to me. So
Alex, do you have a defense?
Well, I didn't come out to anybody the first few days, and I was asking, are we sure there's a spy? Once we were sure there was a spy, I said, it's time for me to say what I am. If you got suspicion, you can kill me, because they're not going to kill me at night. So that's why I told Scott, and I think I had told Ross before I told Scott. And
After, I believe.
one or the other.
Yep.
One of you came first. I'd have to look and see. But
Does
it
anyone-
doesn't matter. I told 2 people that day.
Does anyone else want to add to this?
I
Why were you
don't
okay with dying, Alex?
I don't understand
Why were you
why
okay with dying?
Ravenskeeper would ever come out. Like, to me, sure, we
Yeah.
suspect there's a spy. We don't know there's a spy. Why in the world would we ever?
Everybody said they were sure there was a spy.
Well,
so
some
I came
people
out.
said. Well, so it doesn't work for me.
If you're going to be suspicious, just kill me and move on with the game. So.
That's why somebody, like a couple people, told that they were sure there was a spy. I was convinced there was a spy.
Yeah, me too.
I thought there was likely a spy. Like 75% likely, because that's literally what
Actually,
the odds
I think
are.
you were the one of the people that convinced me there was
I'm
a
going
spy.
to start the countdown.
Well, based on who was dying and
Go ahead,
me
Jason.
not being picked.
Let's not get 4 though.
I was going in that direction.
Let's not waste dead votes at least this
Yeah,
time.
let's definitely not waste dead votes and not get 4.
Oh no! Now I'm gonna be contrary. I'm gonna vote on this.
Yeah, and not get 4 as well.
Look at
What the
that.
hell?
Scott's voting. Okay, we need to get another vote unless Scott's polling his.
I'll pull
Okay,
it, not tie.
don't vote. Don't vote. Nobody votes.
I'd rather die.
Oh my goodness. What? Are you? Well, that makes sense.
Obviously.
Oh, come on.
So what does that mean? Alex is evil or Andreas is just terrible? Well, we can vote again. That's fine.
Maybe,
It could be
maybe they
both.
can make it
Andreas
both be
was
terrible.
protecting
Tie,
both
there's
of
no
them.
kill.
Oh,
I thought
Chris
he
is
left
back
the
to life.
game.
Welcome
Alex.
back to Chris.
Okay, so that's also 4 votes.
Oh, I'm back.
Are there any other nominations?
Yeah, we need to nominate again.
How did I come back to life? I'm okay with that.
I have only one suspicious, but I got shut down before, so I'll just...
No, Jason, you don't need to kill me again.
Sorry.
Somebody nominated L unless we got a better pick.
Yeah, I guess I'm next. If there's nothing else, then just do me.
I'm still not convinced by Ayahu though.
There is also 8 people
What?
left.
Ayala is confirmed. What do you mean you're not convinced by
But
Ayala?
nobody told me how he's confirmed. I've been asking this forever. I keep saying I'm
Guys,
suspicious.
I think we should come out. I think we should come out why. Like people are
Okay, so look,
confused now
that's
this
fine.
is.
And
So
that's what I'm
listen.
saying. It's frustrating when I have to vote for
here,
people
I'll tell
and
you.
not told anything.
I'll tell you. So in this game, there was a Baron. Okay, the Baron was, just the investigator was told off top that there was a Baron. Okay, so there are, with the Baron being played as 2 outsiders. As a base, we had 2 outsiders, so we've got 4. Okay, that means there's 3 claims and somebody's drunk. Somebody thinks they're townsfolk, but they're drunk. Okay, there are no double claims for the 3 known outsiders.
So therefore, they're confirmed outsiders.
Okay,
They're confirmed.
Right.
Nobody's
But I didn't get any of that information.
That's
I
fair.
know,
but
that's what I'm
now
telling you.
you
Now, I
know.
apologize.
He's counting down. Is there another
I just wanted to
nomination?
make sure you understood where we were coming
Nominate.
Either nominate me or.
No, we
the
can't go to
night's
bed. We
closed.
have an even number.
Yeah, we have 8.
The night's
Okay,
closed.
I guess
no
we
one's
could do
been
that.
killed, and you guys are going back to bed.
I don't want to go to bed.
Mommy, 30 more minutes.
Tough. Go to bed.
Well, I'm not happy with that because we were talking and we didn't know that there was a countdown, and that seems kind of crummy to me. So, whatever. I mean, the problem with that is that it is hugely substantial because we lost an opportunity to kill. There's no way to fix that.
The literal Undertaker.
Literal. Yeah.
So you guys wake up to see the dead body of Steven.
What?
Who's Steven? Oh,
Mhm.
it's a Yahoo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What? And I'm gonna open up the breakout rooms, and this time you guys have 4 minutes.
I told you guys there is no
What is
spy.
the evil team doing?
What
Yeah,
Chris,
the
I'm gonna go
hell
to
is
you.
going on?
Gwami, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Can I talk
Okay,
to Can I talk to
my
Manny, Candace, and
All right.
Ross in one room?
Who
Will I
asked to
kill
talk to me? Oh, Ross.
I couldn't find a Yahoo.
So I'm confused. People seem to think that you dying night 2 definitely verified that there was a spy. Did you lie to me as the butler? Why would
No.
they want to kill the butler?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was lying because I wanted evil to think that they were on the right track.
So
no
you
spy.
fake claimed.
I fake claimed the monk because I didn't want them to kill the monk. The monk's still alive. Why is the monk still alive? This is really
Okay, but
confusing.
so you actually are the butler? Oh,
I am the butler.
you were pretending to be the monk. You did tell the truth to me.
Yes.
Okay.
I was pretending to be the monk.
Well, that
and
was
I told
why
Candace, remember our conversation first thing. It's because I told her everything as well. So.
Okay,
She was
so
like,
well,
okay.
that's why I was confused because people were literally saying you dying second proved that there was a spy, but it actually proves that there isn't a spy. Because
right.
they would have known and they wouldn't have fallen for that. So there is not 4 and there is no drunk. So one of us is lying. Is Manny not the recluse?
He has to be the recluse.
No, but my point is there's not a spy. You shouldn't have died second as the butler, unless the spy is an idiot.
Right. Which means if there's no spy, then there's definitely a baron, which means Manny's definitely the recluse.
Okay, what? Okay, so you're the butler, which is an outsider. I'm an outsider. That's 2 outsiders. If Manny is also an outsider,
yep.
So that's my point. So the reason that we know, okay, maybe I'm wrong about this. My point. So the problem that I have is that you shouldn't have died night 2 if there was a spy in play. Correct. So we have 2 pieces of conflicting information saying there is a spy and there is not a spy. Now, Chris said that he saw the Baron, so he would have to be the drunk. Oh, okay, that works. So Chris is the drunk and Manny is evil. That does work. I'm not saying it is what's happening. And he just got lucky in claiming one of the ones that wasn't in play.
No, he seemed.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a good theory.
I've now died at night, and I don't think there's any reason in the script why I would want to die at night as evil. Well, except for the monk jump or the imp jump, but that definitely wasn't it because nobody suspected me.
So if it was, what the frick is going on?
I don't know.
Okay, so all the live players are smart players.
So who thought smart players? That's funny. That'll really age well in my video.
I mean, they're experienced. I meant
sure.
Experienced.
That's what you
Smart,
meant. Yeah, I get it.
Players.
They're not as I get it. So, who thinks they're drunk? Because somebody keeps saying somebody thinks they're drunk.
I can't figure out who's drunk. I don't know.
Well, Lynn said she thought she was drunk, but I don't think she is, because well, that's the problem. That's perfect, because Manny is the recluse, which registers as evil. Lynn is registering one evil person, which that lie, that's the perfect bluff roll, especially if everyone believes you. How did we get around to all believing him? That's crazy. I don't know, dude.
You just got lucky that the recluse wasn't one of the. I don't know.
The game was a series of 50-50s. I mean, he took a gamble. He said, I know that there's I know that there is not a Baron in play. So if I claim the recluse, I have a 50-50 chance, and that's a good bluff roll if I am, and it all just kind of panned out.
I mean, he came to me. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Claiming that he asked me about about the outsiders that I knew.
Well, I'm
And I
glad
told
that I
him-
died because now I'm not under suspicion. Well,
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I think Manny really is the recluse. I think we're all confirmed. And if I'm wrong, well, shit.
I don't know.
I
Well,
really-
well,
I
who is
really
the
think-
drunk then?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if the Ravenkeeper was drunk or the soldier was drunk, we would never have confirmation. Well, we didn't have a kill at night. Is there any other reason? Oh, the monk. Do we know who the monk protected the night that there was no kill? Would that have made sense?
Maybe.
Is Damien the monk?
Yep.
I don't know, dude. I don't know that I got any information. I feel.
I don't know either. So Gil cleared Damien. So if Damien's not really the monk, Gil's evil. We know Andreas is evil. The last
Gil
person-
cleared Damien. Why is Gil saying he's out of the loop? I feel like I try to talk to people and people talk to me. Like, is he not talking to people? Is he not initiating
No,
conversations?
he's not, because nobody believes his role.
Oh, okay.
Even though he saw Damien as the monk, whatever his role was.
Well, if he is the
Washerwoman,
reason that we,
Washerwoman.
if he's the reason we cleared Damien and we don't trust him, why the heck are? Well, no. Okay, never mind. I'm
Well,
going in circles and not trusting anyone.
Everybody else doesn't trust him. I think he was telling the truth.
I didn't not trust him.
So, I'm down to. I think it's Scott. I still think it's Scott.
Well, it's super unfortunate that we missed a kill. I feel like that was kind of shady because, like, we're talking, and there was no prompt like, "Hey, it's over," and then all of a sudden you've missed it. Like, it's kind of shady.
Yeah. Well, there was a tie in both, but.
No, but we should have known that the 10 seconds was happening.
I think he was. He had his.
So I am getting really delayed internet, so I don't see half of that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm gonna play my music again.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys 3 minutes before the nomination.
Wait, everybody's not back.
There he is.
We're waiting on Guami. Yeah.
Yes, Badaden.
Okay, so you guys have 3 minutes.
Okay. Should we just, okay.
I thought you were coming to the party, Guami. Maybe you didn't hear me.
No, I didn't. What?
I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna get it out of the way because I haven't done any nominating all game. I'm gonna nominate Alex again. And the reason why I'm nominating Alex is I feel Andreas's vote to cancel out was suspect as all get out. It was either to save him or it was to save the other person that had been nominated that game, that round. So I figure if we knock off Alex, then we find out one way or the other.
Well, Andre's vote was pointing towards Scott, not Alex, because he was forced to act.
It is Scott Moria.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
No, well, he comes in at the last minute to make
Hang on.
it 4 and
Let's
saves
let
both.
Alex give a defense. Let's let Alex give a defense first.
Like I say, if there's suspicion, it's better to get rid of the people that are suspicious. But like the Andreas's vote would effectively save Scott rather than save me. So
yeah,
that's my only defense.
Okay. So on that, we're voting on Alex in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Chris, you're not voting actually.
What? I'm not. How do you know? Adele, have you heard of spoilers? Don't be a spoiler. This is, who knows? Here it comes.
I guess everyone wants to kill Alex. now.
One of these days, you're not going to go back.
I think you guys are making a mistake.
Well, you didn't say anything
I think it's
until now.
Scott.
Yep.
I think it's Scott too.
Okay.
Maybe he's evil and Scott's the other one.
It's 5 votes on Alex. Do we have any more
100% on me.
nominations?
How
I'll
can
nominate Scott.
you
So-
tell me how Ross is confirmed good that he's in this confirmed group? Because I actually did trust him, but I don't know how he's
For
been
reasons.
with the role that he's
There
told
has
me.
been no confirmation on me, so
Okay.
I don't know my charming personality. I got, but past that, I've got it. Okay, we just had a whole conversation with the several people in the room, And when I said, yeah, we're going for Alex, everyone said, yes, we're going for Alex. I nominated Alex and said, oh, no, it's not Alex, it's Scott. What just happened there?
Deja vu, I'm telling you.
I think we all voted for him, Ross.
Well,
Everybody voted for him.
Do we have other nominations? If not, I'm gonna close.
I'll
it.
nominate Scott just to see how the votes shake up.
Okay, so Manny.
I got abandonment issues going on here.
How many votes
I
did we
can't
get
help
on
you. I'm
Alex?
the dead version. I don't know what to do.
Look at the nomination
I forgot
history.
she was dead.
Oh yeah, that's right. I never checked that before.
And
where is that?
That's quite
Yeah,
handy.
five.
Actually.
Under the tower.
Did you ask me if I wanted to defend myself?
No, wait, Manny, first give
Oh,
your
sorry.
reason.
I couldn't hear you.
I think there's at least one evil player between Alex and Scott. Pretty sure there's a demon in there. But the nomination is mostly because I want to see some votes.
Okay, so Scott, do you want to give a defense?
I have
Wait,
said
Scott is nominated.
Yeah.
My Zoom was crashing. I didn't see. Okay.
Oh yeah, Scott's nominated.
I've said all the information I have in the game. It was a smart move by Andreas because it made me look really shady, even though I'm good again. But if you kill me, I'm just top 4. I'm not getting any more rolls, so it doesn't matter. Feel free to if you want to. But Alex, I think
What's the smart move by Andreas?
Because he made me look suspicious by tying the vote instead of Alex.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting the countdown in.
Bless you.
I don't know.
What we at? Who are we at?
That's weird.
That is weird, Adele.
If it's not Scott, it has to be Jill or Chris A. I'm with my theory of one of the 3 have to be evil.
Chris A is dead.
I don't care, but we have to build our theory based on one of them being evil. I don't care if they're dead.
Oh, okay. I see.
Would Chris A kill himself off first round if he was a spy?
Well, I have another theory. One of the 3 could be drunk. Like that could have been what it was.
That's exactly what I would do if I were the spy. I'm not saying he is the spy, but that's exactly what I would do if I were the spy.
Their information checks out though. I don't think they would have been.
But the spy information checks out with everything.
Do we have any more nominations? Or if
That's
not,
the
I'm gonna
problem.
close
That is the
tonight.
problem.
I have a theory. I think John Lennon was taken by aliens, and
There's no way to figure this out if there is a spy.
Him and Elvis are hanging out.
And on that, Alex has been killed, and everyone's gonna be going to bed.
I think that's somewhere near Huddersfield, isn't it?
Well, I feel like we better win because I have a nursery as my background, and we're not really living up to this.
Okay, so you guys wait to the chilling screams of nobody, as nobody has been killed this turn.
That's
I'm going
odd.
to open the breakout rooms, and there's going to be 4 minutes.
Why would that have happened twice?
If there's a Slayer, can they just use their ability on me, or kill me? Just like I'm not.
You know, that is the one.
Yeah, there's no
role
Slayer that
I
came
have
out this
not heard of.
I haven't heard that at all.
Yeah.
I've got
I'm not.
I've got an interesting
claimed the role
theory.
already.
Sorry,
feeling
Dale.
this.
I have got an interesting theory. I hope it's wrong.
Well, be quick with it.
Are you gonna share it?
No.
Oh, look, I was like,
No, I don't want to say it out loud just yet.
sorry, I can leave if you want to share with them
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, quick, go leave, and then we got the
Gil.
vat out of the group.
Damien, can I talk to you right quick?
What's your room again?
Yeah.
Can I join?
Just real quick.
Really,
Candace-
Chris
Candace,
just
you
offered
can
to
say
share
it.
something. You guys just not gonna let him
No,
talk.
he said he didn't want to share it right now.
He said he didn't.
Okay.
Chris, do you want to tell me?
Now.
Who do you want to tell? Or you just want to keep it to yourself?
Yeah, I'm not.
That's
Chris,
fine.
You got to get over.
I want to
your
make
frustration.
economy out of
You
this
said
4
that
minutes.
before. Go tell the man.
Guami, can we talk?
What exactly would Chris have right now that he hadn't had before?
Chris, let's talk.
Sure, Manny.
Come to my room.
All right.
Chris.
Cookies here. They're gonna
There's
walk-
two
Okay.
Chris's. I don't know who you're talking
Chris T.
Okay.
Now you finally come to talk to me.
Let's do it. And have I joined the right room? There he is, in my room. That's perfect.
Oh no no no! There he is.
Oh no no no!
No 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 no.
There's a couple
I
competing
did that
theories.
once before.
Are you good?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you were the fortune teller. You died at night, right?
I died at night. I died
Were
early,
you,
and I
were you
was
the
the
imp?
fortune
Did
teller.
you kill yourself and pass to the Scarlet One?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. We both died at night. So let's just be honest. I think that we're trying to solve the puzzle at this point. So here's a theory. Chris A is the drunk, and one of the outsiders is a liar. Because there's no drunk. Well, no. That actually doesn't work,
that doesn't
because
make sense.
if Chris A is the drunk, then there is a drunk. Okay. So anyway, we're done with that theory.
That theory, we shot that one right out the
Didn't
window
really live
5
very long.
minutes
No, actually, it did.
Mm-mm.
I'm glad. See, if I hadn't talked to you, I would have still been throwing the game.
Thank God I'm here.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Let's see if we
So
can
who is
fix
it?
this.
So who's left? Adele, Ross, and Scott. What's Ross? What is Ross claiming?
Mayor.
Oh, okay. Oh, he
Pretty
wants
much.
us to win as mayor. That's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that is what it is.
Well, yeah. At this point, he's like one of the most sus people, and that's just not how that's going to work out.
Him and Scott.
Yeah. What do you think about Adele?
I don't know.
So I wasn't sus on Adele. The problem is that we're getting down to it at this point, and like there's not really any wiggle room. I would have been much happier if we'd have killed him at 8.
I have so much suspicion now because why? I must have just been a random lucky kill, which makes me think it might have been either Ross or Scott.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think there's a spy because okay. So what do you think Guami was?
I think he was the butler.
Correct.
The
Which
thing
is not
between
you.
Oh,
not a day 2 kill if the spy's in play.
Right. Which is why I'm thinking the only thing that made sense was between you and Guami's kills where they were bounces off the mayor.
That is possible. That is very possible. There was no kill twice too. Why is that?
That is because apparently the monk is protecting the empaths.
Oh, the monk. Yeah, the monk is still in play. So that's perfect. So Damien
Which is suspicious.
has to be the monk. Well, yeah. So there is clearly no spy.
Because it could also be the soldier. I've heard of a soldier as well.
Yeah, I have heard of a soldier. Which I mean, at this point, we can just be straight up. Adele is claiming soldier.
It's Adele. Yeah.
And Damien's claiming monk.
So it's either that Adele got attacked and didn't die,
or Damien's. Well, and the odds of
Damien's
Damien protecting successfully are quite high. Well, and he was confirmed by Gil, so I think we should stop doubting Gil. And Lynn is seeing 1 as the empath, which makes sense with the recluse. Oh, but then Scott. Oh, that doesn't work.
Yeah. Somebody here's clearly lying.
That doesn't make
I think
sense.
we're going to have to kill Scott this time.
Adele, I know what you're saying. I know what you mean.
Dude, it's Adele.
Okay,
He just came to hear, dude, it's Adele.
Okay, so you guys have like three minutes or so to deliberate.
That's fine.
But you could nominate as well.
So who is the drunk?
I'm pretty sure I am.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 0 again last night.
Yeah, that's
My
definitely
info's
not right.
just- No, my info's shit. It's been shit all game, and I think.
Now you realize that.
She been knowing, yeah.
Well,
yeah, but like
She's been saying it for a long time.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Yeah, but like somebody is listed for a decoy for all of the information roles, and they will ping as a second demon, no matter what the roles are.
All right.
Yep.
I'm for Scott.
Yeah, is it time to kill Scott now?
Can we get Lynn's information regardless if we think she's drunk?
She
or
said
not?
0.
No. The entire thing. The whole thing.
We've had it the whole time, Adele. It doesn't make
Well, I
sense.
don't know. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, give it. That's fine.
Like, come on.
11001110.
Candace knows, so we don't need to.
1100, and then
1100.
oh my god,
There
how
you
many
go.
nights did we play?
Do what you will with
Sounds
it.
like Wommy bots.
1001100.
Oh, that's SOS.
I'm about to say, it's pretty sure it spells word.
She needs help. That's what it is.
Clearly, I do.
It spells who the demon is.
It's playing mind games.
Jason's giving her a message in Morse, in binary.
He's like,
Morse for something.
he's like,
Yeah, so I think that Lynn is the drunk, and I think that makes Scott. Yeah, I think that Scott's a good kill.
Jason
Okay.
really did.
Now, the one thing I will say is that he did come to me, which would have cleared him. However, it was slightly janky, which is unfortunate, and it could have been
Wait a
that
minute.
way.
It was janky because I said, "Are you an outsider?" But he wouldn't tell me, and then I said, finally he said, "I'm the librarian," and he said that he is an outsider, and I said, "You're the saint," and I told him his role.
Well, no, and I'm not saying you're definitely bad. I just wish that it hadn't gone off the way that it had. It's
Can you
unfortunate.
write that next to your name, Yahoo?
I'm gonna throw a theory out, and if it gets me killed, then it gets me killed. Hear me out. Lynn is either drunk, or she was the spy, and then the imp transferred over to her, so now she's the imp, and she's feeding this flawed information out. I've been suspicious for 2 nights now of Lynn and her information, and our entire case is based on it. And now suddenly she's drunk, or feels that she's drunk.
I've been feeling I've been drunk for the last fucking 4 nights, Ross.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah, we said that a while
And
ago.
also, one more point is that when she's evil and you accuse, she starts cussing.
That is true.
She's fine until that point. That's a
That
clue
is a
to me.
valid point.
I don't know when she's evil. I think she just always cusses
when she's good.
Ross, I think you're good, but I think your logic is dumbfounded. I think you're good, but I think you got it way wrong. If you want to kill me and get me out of the,
I haven't even nominated you. I put out the theory.
I know. I'm good. I'm tired of the shit info I'm getting, but like there is better kills out there. I do think Scott is a better kill than me at this point.
So the only thing that I worry about is if we're sure it's Scott, why have you been getting ones?
Yeah. Well,
I got 0s the last 2 nights.
But you've got 3 nights of ones with Scott with Scott being hit.
I
So
got.
that pretty much confirms the drunk.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Well, either that or just a terrible
Would she be
bluff.
flip-flopping
I
like
nominate
that,
Scott.
Oh yeah.
well,
Yeah.
hold on.
Because
That's
she should
how
be getting
we get
a
a
2.
signal.
She wouldn't.
Chris, go ahead.
You're right. You're
I
right.
have a
Yep.
question
She
for
wouldn't be
Yahoo.
getting a 2. Well, she
Did,
doesn't have
did
to.
you and Scott talk first, like immediately the first
No, I
day?
think it was the second
No, it
day
was like round
or the
3
third.
something.
It was really late.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
and
a
my
little
information
suspicious
had
then,
been
too.
floating.
I had not
Okay.
heard anyone.
I
say
know.
anything, but
And why are these no kills happening? Okay, there's a soldier in the game, and there's a so-called monk, and then there's all of a sudden been no kills. Like there's at least 2 or 3 of them. It doesn't make any sense.
So I'm thinking that because this is not a script that a Star Pass would have an arbitrary kill. So either the
Yeah,
demon's taking their kills.
Jason is priming for finger counting. So
Yeah.
It's either they try to kill the soldier or they try to kill you and you being defended.
has the so-called monk told anyone who they've protected at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
it's
monk
just
is getting lucky. That's how. I mean, that's
and the
obviously
soldier's
what it
been
is.
claimed twice now by the same person. So
And I don't think the demon would sink multiple kills.
So my
I
thought
think
was
so.
that
They would lose the
one
game.
was a soldier.
Obviously,
hit
something
the-
killed because it doesn't make any
10
sense.
seconds.
Why?
It's Scott. Nominate Scott.
I nominate Scott.
Manny.
I'm not so sure.
yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
feel like the librarian should definitely come before day 3. Visit you.
Manny nominates.
I tried. You kept both you and Lynn kept jumping off immediately to other rooms, and then I talked to someone else, and I
Browns for
couldn't-
killing.
But
I need
feel
to
free
talk to
if you're
Ross.
suspicious of me, I'd much rather be dead now than later, as other people have said.
Were you able to talk to the other person, Scott?
So silly.
No, it was Lynn and Yahoo, and they were always going off to rooms with other people right away. I never got a chance.
Okay, so
I was sitting in here. I was with you, Manny, most of the time. Or not you? Was it you? I was sitting in here
Yeah,
with whoever was
probably me.
sitting here.
Probably with me.
Okay, so I think that was Scott's defense.
You can kill me. It's fine. I don't care. Please.
And on that, unless anyone has anything to say, we're gonna start the vote on Scott.
But I'm gonna do it because you said so.
In 3, 2,
Not. I don't think it's you.
What?
I
Think it
think we
is.
should talk Ross tomorrow.
This makes no sense.
All right, so I'm gonna do it then.
If we're wrong,
If
How
we're wrong,
many,
then
how many hands should we
if we're
have?
wrong,
up
then it
here?
doesn't matter, right?
I don't know the minimum.
We need
You want
3.
no, no,
we
we
need
have
3.
another
We
day.
need
We
3
have another
hands.
day.
We
If
need-
we're
Yeah,
wrong,
Manny,
One
what are you
more
doing?
hand. We need one more hand.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Oh,
fine.
what
Just
the hell?
everybody vote. That's fine.
No
That's
need.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So
There's
that's
no
5
flower girl,
votes.
I guess.
Why did Scott vote for himself?
Because
he's done with it.
Because he's good.
there's only 3 Evo votes left. So if there's 4 or more, there's no point.
I just want to get myself out of the game. If you're that suspicious of me, I just want to be out.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
not.
he's done that
For the
before.
record, I was not.
Adele, did you say something about a flower girl?
I said there's no flower girl, so it doesn't matter how many people vote. That's
So let's take last night. Like, if Lane is good and it's being protected, why did they didn't kill last night?
Yeah, we need another nomination or the day's ending.
We either have a horrible demon or a weird demon.
Or the best monk ever.
And on that,
Well, Damien is new
on
playing
that,
this.
Or the best monk
on that,
ever, I
Scott has
guess.
been killed, and
I think you guys made a mistake.
No, the best monk ever doesn't make sense because the demon knows who the monk is. So it doesn't make sense. We either have a horrible or a weird.
All right, go to
demon.
bed,
I'm still
Adele.
on that.
Well, okay, so is Damien... Huh. Well, we have one evil person. There's 3 evil people. They're floating out there somewhere. Oh. So Gil and Damien? Well, there is a drunk. Okay.
Saved by the circle jerk. Thank you, Lord.
just everyone hang on, and we gotta wait.
Oh, come on, Jason. I want to announce it myself. This is great.
Just everyone hang on. So you guys wake up in the middle of the night to the super blood curdling cursing screams.
Glenn?
Just so you know, Demon, you suck at this.
Wait, I don't get it. Why is it good, Lynn?
I don't know what to do with this shit. It's from you guys thinking I'm evil. God.
You know, if I hadn't cleaned Damien, I would be so suspicious right now.
Hey, Damien, can we talk?
I want to talk to Ross.
Chris?
Okay.
Damien.
Sure.
Chris, why did you walk away?
Yes, Manny, your room.
My place, Ross.
All right, I'll go over there.
All right. Candace, do you want to have a powwow? Who do you trust? Let's do a powwow.
I don't need
Why didn't Damien protect you last night though? Did you ask him?
Oh no, there was a reason. There was a reason. There was a reason.
Oh, that you guys know. Okay.
Yeah, that was a reason.
That's one frustrated game, I can tell you right now.
But now stuff really doesn't make sense.
No, it's not, if that was the reason, that if it seems like someone in your inner group might be.
You think?
All right, Candace, let's go. You haven't pull some people in. Let's go.
I don't know. Come on, Swami.
I'll share my cookies.
Where am I going?
Candace, can I come in?
Yeah, you're dead.
Is it your room?
If you need someone else for your inner group,
No,
you need
definitely not.
I just need to know where I can post my ad, Andreas. That's all I need to.
Oh, thank God I'm fucking dead. Thank fucking Lord.
Okay, so wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to automatically win?
Why?
What do you mean? It's 4 people left.
Yeah,
Is
not
Jacob
3.
on there?
4.
Who's still alive?
All right, don't act like you're so
Oh,
disappointed.
Manny. Okay, okay. I didn't see. I don't know. The
Yeah.
way
So
my
what do you believe? Do you believe Ross?
What
I mean,
happened?
we'll know in a day.
So is that what we're gonna do? I feel
That's
like
what
that's such a cheap win.
I asked Damien to protect Ross moving forward.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Oh.
why I was thinking off the land.
If Ross
so
was
it's
the mayor, though, like it'd be mayor bounce anyway, right? Like it's when
not
be,
not a
But
guarantee.
I wanted to see what would happen.
Okay.
What happens if the monk protects the mayor and the mayor is targeted? Does that sink the kill, or does it still bounce?
I don't know.
I thought still your bouncer, the storyteller could choose the
No,
kill.
it sinks.
It would sink the kill.
Yeah,
Because
they're protected. They don't.
Yeah.
Nobody's dying.
I do know that the mayor can die, so I think it makes sense. And at this point, it makes sense to protect him because that keeps an option. But I don't know that I trust him. Do we really trust him? So how is there a way to confirm that?
I don't have any other way of confirming him other than odd ass kills of the outside, like Guami's kill.
Well, I feel like Damien is pretty cleared at this point because we've had multiple kill sinks, and it seems to me that they wouldn't try to kill Adele multiple times.
So we're thinking it's only one evil person left.
I didn't say that. I don't know that Ross. Maybe Ross is the evil one.
I don't know.
Maybe Ross is the evil one. He could
Ross
be.
is throwing so much shade on me, and
Oh, there's 4 left, and I'm saying the other 3 are cleared. Maybe it is Ross, and we're literally banking our game. Well, but that would mean that he was killing himself. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Because you can just opt
Did you
out
say he's
or
trying
you
to
choose
star
a dead
pass and he
player.
couldn't?
Yeah, you can choose a dead player.
Oh, it's too late for him to star pass now.
Who knows Ross's role?
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
He's supposed to be the mayor.
Mayor. Yeah.
I think he's saying who knows that.
Yeah, who knows?
Everybody does.
Everybody.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
And Adele's a soldier.
Because
Adele's a
at
soldier.
this point, if I was the demon, I would not. I would sink kills for the rest of the game.
I think,
and probably Fiddle. Yeah.
I think Adele has to be good, and I think Damien has to be good, and I think Manny has to be good. That means it's Ross. But that doesn't make sense.
The only way that Damien is not good is Gil is not good, and then
I can't trust Adele no matter what he says. Everything he says sounds believable.
I know.
Who's the evil team with Andreas? Who's the evil team? What's the world there?
I still think Scott was evil.
I don't think there's a spy, for what it's worth.
I'm not entirely sure.
I still think Matt. I still think Matt was evil.
Yeah, I think Matt was evil.
Matt.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Alex possibly.
Yeah, I don't believe one bit there was an Undertaker. Chris.
Damien are evil.
Yes, you could be.
Yeah, that is entirely possible.
Yep.
Because it's very weird, this situation. I can't wrap my mind around this whole situation.
They should rename this game State of Confusion.
Manny's the only one confirmed.
Who's already taken.
Really?
Yeah, you're the only one confirmed from the living people.
So, should we not kill? Let it go to 3?
Yes.
I think that's our best thing. There's no assassin.
Okay, let's do it.
Wrong script.
Yeah, there's no way they can get 2 kills. So just let's leave it.
So are you guys
But probably
for no kill?
No, I won't say anything. But yeah, let's just go for anything.
And we'll have 2 evil guys alive at the end.
Do we think he's got 2?
I think there's only one.
I don't know.
I think one died. There's only one left. One just
Yeah, I think
died.
we've killed 2 evil people, so potentially 2.
Possibly 3.
I'm just gonna take a vote. If you guys want to do a no kill, I'm just gonna take a vote. I'm gonna have Adele nominate Adele.
Yeah.
For this is actually a vote for a
No
go
kill.
to sleep no kill.
Okay, so we're not really killing Adele.
So
This
hands
is
up
for
means
no
go
kill.
to sleep.
No.
People without dead votes won't be able to vote, just FYI.
Yeah, the way this is set up, it's
People
not
with
gonna
dead
let us
votes
do
can
it.
vote. It's fine. I'm the one who pulls the dead votes. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is the
Oh,
people without a
oh,
dead vote
It
won't be able to
show
vote.
up.
Candace and Andreas, just say yes when it gets to you if you want it.
Now, what's
Okay.
the vote mean? The hands up means what?
To go to
Jason?
bed.
Hands up means
No
yes.
kill.
Should I just say yes,
Go to
dude?
bed. Everyone say yes. There's no reason not to. There's no reason.
Oh
not to.
yes.
So Candace is a yes also.
Unless you think there's 3 evil people
Yes.
alive, which is impossible. So.
That's an
Oh, yeah,
evil
I
thing to
would've
say,
voted.
Adele.
Gil's not wanting. Oh, what? Gil,
I said
what?
yes. I
It's
thought I should
impossible.
said yes.
yeah.
I don't want to waste. I don't know if I
It
was
doesn't waste a vote.
Should we make sure that Manny's in the last 3?
Chris?
Chris,
You know what?
It doesn't use a dead vault. It doesn't use a dead vault, by the way.
Oh, you're right. This came up the other day, didn't it?
Okay, and everyone's going back.
It's well, you know what? It doesn't matter now because we're under 5.
What doesn't matter? The Scarlet Woman doesn't matter.
No, I was just asking if
You
Manny
guys
should
cannot
be at final
discuss
3.
the game.
But
That's an evil thing to say.
I didn't ask how I'm supposed to pay for this ad. Maybe I should have worked out those details ahead of time.
Did
Nah.
So,
Need to read the fine print of the contracts I
Probably
get
looks
myself
like I
into.
feel.
We have to pinpoint the minions if we want to get this right, guys.
Yeah.
I have a
Can I
theory.
ask? I asked this before. Can I ask again? Is there a scenario where I was drunk?
You're not allowed to talk,
Let me
Gil.
announce what happened first.
Oh, sorry.
Let me announce what happened first.
See you, Nick.
See you later, Nick.
See you later, Nick.
All right.
We're waiting for some people.
Wow, Nick really stuck around for a long time.
And these cupcakes,
Yeah,
impishly
yeah,
good.
that's what I said. I figured out this paper today.
Grace has got this advertising campaign going on. There you go. The next
Yeah, he said your ad can go here.
You
That's
guys
right.
wake
Yeah.
up. You guys wake up to find out that nobody has died.
Of
Oh.
course. Of course.
yeah.
All right, Candace, I have things to say.
All right. Would you like
Can
to
I
say?
can I ask a question? Is
Let's
there
go
a
to bed. I
scenario-
nominate to go bed.
No.
Could I have been drunk?
Go to bed, Chris.
Could I have been drunk on the beginning and got like Damien roll?
I guess not.
Wrong.
He could have been the spot.
Yeah.
Confused between his Lynn's and Damon interaction. It just didn't make sense to me yet. It's like how did they survive? I understand Lynn being survived if Damon was
We don't think
protecting
that
her.
there's a spy. At this point, we don't think that there was a spy. It just
Right.
All right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was probably Ross. I mean, I died day 1. That's Ross's move to kill me.
Candace.
Candace. I'm okay with taking this to a fiddler.
Candace, Guami.
I am too.
Lynn.
Yeah.
Damien.
I'm actually
and
okay with
Manny.
that.
Narrow it down to 2 people.
Because I think we're here. Like here, it's 3 people.
I don't
And
think
we
we
have
need. I don't think
absolutely
we
no
need to
clue.
do that.
So.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Who you
Should we
got?
nominate not
Who's
to kill?
room?
I want to go. I want my room. I
Okay.
named some people, and they should all come to me.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
Bobby, you coming?
No, not you. I named them.
What
I
do you
know.
mean not me? What about me? What about my
Who?
names?
Ross,
did
sorry,
you
you're
name?
still living, so you're a suspect.
All
Candace, Guami, Damien, and
You're still
Manny.
living.
Manny.
Well, I mean,
Damien's
Damien's
still
still
alive.
alive.
Damien's still
Why
alive.
do we?
Oh,
think
I don't know
Manny-
why. I don't know why I picked Damien, not Damien. Damien, get out
And
of here.
Manny's still alive too.
Manny's
Alright.
still alive.
Manny's fine.
No, but mine is confirmed. Mine is confirmed.
I thought there were 5, but maybe I picked Damien for
Alright.
some
Then
dumb
I
reason.
want to talk to Manny.
Oh, Chris can come. Sorry, I'm gonna go get Chris. I don't know why I didn't say him.
Okay. I'll be here.
But the
Chris,
outsider counts.
Chris T,
Is that
you should
would
come
mean
too.
that the last outsider is
Okay.
that someone's claiming a townsfolk. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Well, I think
You know
one
what?
of the outsiders might have been lying.
Or
You
you
probably
mean Andreas' name? You mean?
no. Mm-mm.
So, it seems to me that it's Damien.
Oh.
I was saying, yeah.
What's
go
going
ahead.
on?
We're just being silly.
We're screwed.
I think it's Damien. I think he's playing us because he's playing a convincing monk.
I'm sorry, you wanted me in here, right?
Yeah, that works. I think it's Damien. I think he's playing a convincing monk, and look at that. That's ridiculous.
I'm leaning towards him too. That's why I think we should let it go to a fiddler.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Because then the
'cause I'm
demon
kinda
will be
leaning
one of those.
towards
I'm fine
Ross.
with that.
People.
But I think it's very likely Damien, and I don't think we should make it known what we think. I don't even think we should out that information because we don't like if he ends up being one of the two, like that's
So
the
we
way
should
it is.
all trust
Here's what I'm
somebody
thinking.
different.
I'm thinking
Yep.
Jill was drunk
I trust
and Lynn
no one.
was poisoned.
I'll trust.
That's
I'll
why our information's backwards.
here. We'll literally each just pick one. I'll trust Adele.
I'll trust Ross, even though I don't.
No, not trust. So because it's there's 5 of us, so I don't trust Adele.
I don't trust Ross.
I don't trust Damien.
Okay.
I'm along with Damien too.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. You just need to pick a different one. So you need to go for Manny. Oh, but Manny's in the room with us.
No, no. It's not me. Everybody
You can't
knows
trust
it's
Manny.
not me.
Okay, that's fine.
They just outed me as the recluse. Everyone knows it's not me.
Am I in
Alright.
here with the? No, I can't be. I
All
can't
right,
stop that.
bye.
Well, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, fiddler.
Yeah.
And it could be.
So there. So who is the? There is a mayor. Is there a mayor in the game?
I said if there's a mayor.
Oh.
They
I
could
thought,
be.
you knew,
promoted
I
to
thought you knew all the rules. The rules.
If you're the
Well,
So,
I don't know. Is there any point of keeping our roles hidden, guys? I think we should all come out at this point. Actually.
Yeah.
No, we're all going away. Let's go to bed.
Let's just go to bed.
This is
Yep.
good.
Adele, why in the world would we let you, the
I'm
living?
the recluse. No, just kidding.
Who's voting to go to bed?
I am, but
Why
I
would
can't
you
even.
let me what?
Okay, so hang on. Yahoo wants to do another vote to go to bed. So let me
Yeah.
let me just do that
I
again.
don't want to go to bed.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is the vote to
That
go
is
to
the right
bed.
choice, though.
Again, dead votes won't go away.
Can I argue it? Can I do the argument
Yeah.
point for the defense?
Sure.
No, there's no defense. It's
Oh,
just
no
we're-
defense.
Well,
it's
just
straight
okay.
vote.
So just
There's
bringing
no-
up a
no
point.
defense.
What the point I want to make is okay, fine.
And
but
then gets no
we're
kill
gonna-
again, and then we keep doing
we're
this
gonna
for
end up
how
in the
long?
same situation tomorrow. So
No, that's not true.
Eventually, the
That's
fiddler
not
comes
true.
out.
okay, so we're okay. I
There's
get
a
it.
50% chance.
My
Which is
vote is
better.
a C.
Better than 33%.
Or we force the demon to make a kill tonight, so they.
I'm raising my hand.
What does the fiddler do?
The fiddler
Sorry, for people who
says
don't know it.
the demon picks a good player, and then we have to pick between the two. And if we pick
Okay, so
one of them, then we
everyone's
lose.
everyone's going back to bed.
Yay.
If we pick one of them, we lose. Oh, so articulate. All right, I'm gonna pause it. This is boring. So the thing that's crazy, when it gets down here, with all the information you have, you really have nothing. Basically, I'm suspect of Damien, Adele, and Ross. That is stupid. And if they killed Manny, I'd be suspect of all final 3. Oh, the fiddler's in play.
Like a month, like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, look, there's a fiddler.
There's a fiddler.
We made it. Jason's
So
smiling.
you guys wake up, you guys find up, and you find the dead bodies of Ross and Manny, and the only 2 people you see alive
it's me and
are
Damien.
Adele and Damien.
Is guys.
Uh,
I know myself, guys. It's Damien.
he's smiling. He's got.
It's
the
obviously
smile.
Damien. No.
That's
I
his
wanted
live
to be
smile.
the fiddler. I wanted to be part of the fiddler because I had no idea if it was Ross or Damien.
Yeah, it's Damien.
That's
It's
why
Adele.
Adele was asking if there was.
Look at his smile.
I always smile, Chris. Don't put this on a stupid smirk. I always smile.
Oh, look at it right there.
I told you to kill me on day 4, day 5. I told you to kill me so many times.
Yeah.
You guys didn't kill
You
me.
told us to kill you in day 5 when there was a Scarlet Woman still
Damien.
alive.
I think it's Damien. I think he's been doesn't know how to play the
Damien
game.
No, but that's not
I
true.
think it's Damien too.
I think it's
Even
Damien.
if I were a Scarlet Woman,
I
even if I
think
were a
it's
Scarlet
Damien
Woman,
too.
how would that be a good play to
Damien.
kill me?
Well, wait a minute, Damien. Who did you protect the night that Lynn died?
The night that Lynn died, I protected Ross.
Ross, yeah.
Did you guys
That
tell
was
him to
the
switch?
agreement.
Okay,
I've been
that's Adele then.
following Candice's advice ever since night 1, where we confirmed she was the virgin, so she can confirm that I've protected her choices.
Hang
That's
on.
a rookie move right there. Yep, I feel
Adele,
it's
were you in that room when that change happened? When they discussed changing to Lynn?
No.
Yes.
No.
No. He
wasn't
wasn't,
then.
and we didn't discuss changing who he would
We're
protect.
changing. Okay, sorry.
It literally was only me and him. So, but that doesn't take my suspicion off of him because he would know when to sink the kills and when to do whatever.
I would think it's somebody
Damien is
that was
smart.
present.
Okay.
I think somebody that was present that day. Why would they try to kill Lynn? It has to be somebody who knew Lynn was not protected that night.
Because look at who's left. Who was left, Jill? Lynn
saying
was the
that,
only person they could kill. If Ross is really the mayor, if Adele's really the soldier, I was catching.
But the demon, she's being protected every single night. Why would then the demon all
Because
of a
you
sudden
keep the
know?
story going, Gil. This is a long game.
Also,
on now.
Gil, remember
It's a
I
long
told
game.
you
You know that.
back
With it-
whenever.
No, but I mean,
whenever
how
Adele asked me-
Do we
how would the
trust
demon
Yahoo?
know? How would we know the demon to kill her right on that night?
The point is, we
Does
didn't solve the
anybody
puzzle.
not trust a Yahoo?
Because if Damien is the demon,
I don't
Yeah.
trust
would
the
know
Yahoo.
that he
trust the
it would say
outsiders,
Gil is
I
the
think.
killer.
Well,
I trust the outside.
Damien spent most of the first day with you at Yahoo, and I
That's
don't
not
think,
true.
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
who-
no. So I talked to him on day one, but I literally, I got
He
nothing out of
literally
it.
gave me rules advice and
Okay,
did not tell
Yahoo's
me
the
any
same.
names.
well, that's
I'm
my
not
point.
the saint unless I'm drunk.
Right,
Just-
and that's what I'm saying. Then he wouldn't spend half the day with the saint if you were the evil one, even if you're
There'd
a
be
new
a
player. I
saint
don't
somewhere
think.
else, Chris. There's 4 outsiders.
Right.
Okay,
No,
so just so everyone knows, has everyone played with the fiddler before?
Yes.
No.
Well, no, I
I've
haven't.
never seen it
Okay.
No,
come
I
down
haven't
to a
actually
vote.
seen it used.
So let me explain what's going to happen with the fiddler. Each of you needs to direct message me in a private direct message with who you have to pick who
You want to win.
you want to win. So who you think is the good player.
Yeah, so flip it.
And-
Don't vote for the person you think is the demon.
Vote for the person who you think is not the demon, and I will
Okay.
tabulate the votes. This is a secret vote. There is no hands. We don't go in a circle. This is a secret vote. Everyone needs to DM me their vote.
I would just like
Is
to
it
point
that-
out this
that
is
only the
Damien's
live
first game,
people or
so
that
you should
people
vote for
as
him to
well?
win.
Everyone.
Everybody.
I think.
Everyone.
Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. What are you talking about, Joe?
There's only 2 alive people. Me and Adele.
Oh man, it's a tie. Now what?
So we're voting now?
I'm also going to tell you, Adele.
coming in.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. I didn't know
I'm
there was
waiting
only
for
2
all
people alive.
15.
Here's another information.
No
When I
more
talked to
information.
Adele,
No more information. I'm going to be shutting the mics. This is
All
now.
right, fine.
This is now.
All right,
everyone needs
fine.
to vote.
It's not
Only
me,
the
though. It's not
13
me.
voting people, right?
I've seen a few votes come in. There's 5 votes that have come
Okay,
in.
I just my
There's
OCD
one
just
vote
kicked
that have come
my
in.
OCD just kicked in, so I just
So
want to
do I
verify.
want? Do I
the
want to
name
pick
I'm
the
putting
person
in?
that I
the
think
name-
it's good, or the person that I think is bad?
Good.
You vote
Person
for
you
who
think
want
is
to win.
good.
We're naming the person we
Voting
want
for
to
whoever
be
you think is
alive.
good at this point.
Yes, the
This is a
person
vote.
you think is good.
Well, there's
And
nobody's
here,
dying. You're just
I-
voting for the winner, like the winner of the game, and then their
Just-
team will
Yeah.
win.
just to be clear, if you're on the evil team, you
No.
want to vote for the
No.
demon here.
Yes. Yes.
That's what they want to do. I know this
Oh
is something-
shoot! I vote
We-
wrong
No,
then.
but wait, why are you actually telling them? We could actually confuse them. But
I'm just trying to be fair.
the point is, we didn't even solve the puzzle, though.
Well, we shouldn't really be talking.
Okay, shh.
I'll give you a puzzle in a minute.
Are you gonna announce the
Ross,
vote?
I did want to tell you that, you said it was hard to
No,
find in
there's
the
still
dark. I
some
want to
people
tell
who
you, you
haven't
should
voted.
always
Okay.
be in the same
Here's
place.
Here's who I have votes from. If you don't hear your name, please send me a direct message. I have votes from Lynn, Manny, Chris A, Candace, Chris T, someone whose name is now Dot.
Oh, that's me.
Okay. Swami, Alex, Matt, Adele, Ross, Scott, Gil. Whoever reads this is stupid.
Wow.
You just did it.
There's one more person who hasn't voted yet.
Is that me?
Damien, I think.
Oh my goodness.
That was not bad.
So who has not voted yet?
Should the dead votes that have been used be voting
Everyone who
or
has a
not?
dead vote
Everyone
gets
is
a vote.
using. Everyone.
Yeah,
is
so
using.
Alex, you need to
Everyone
vote.
gets a vote. And
Basically,
obviously,
me and
I-
Damien, that don't matter because we're gonna just counter each other anyways.
We're going to vote for ourselves, so.
Yeah.
Well, still send the vote in. Adele sent the vote in. Damien send the vote in.
All right.
Yeah, you might not want to win.
Yeah, you
Okay.
might want to vote for the other person just for a laugh, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Good
I
job,
will
evil
tell
team.
the votes.
Given what you've said, I think.
All right,
that
so I
we've
think
all
we should,
lost.
Jason, I think you should mute everybody. Or we can mute ourselves.
Yeah, let me just tally the votes.
Or we could have self-restraint. Oh, that's
Yeah,
out.
everyone
That's
mute.
out.
Everyone-
Yahoo! I've met you before. You don't have self-restraint. Come on now.
Yeah, I got like 6 pounds of candy for Christmas and it's all gone.
Well, if you all vote, it doesn't matter anymore anyway.
Okay, so I do have a
Damien
final
won.
tally. I do have a final tally on the votes. The votes were 13 votes to 2 votes, and the winning team is the evil team. Congratulations to evil.
You fools! I told you.
Why did you do it, people? I told you.
If you
13 to 2? 13 to 2? Jesus.
Wow.
MVP Adele.
So, let me
Oh my
show-
God.
Let me show everyone the grimoire.
Well,
Sorry, Candace.
Jason, will you tell us who voted? Who were the 2
Okay,
votes, Jason?
The 2 votes were Chris T and Damien.
That's
Everyone
awesome.
else voted the other way.
Good job, Damien. Way to
Good
not
job,
vote on
Christy.
yourself.
So let me share the grimoire and let me show you guys a few things.
Oh my.
And let me tell you a few things that you guys missed along the way that will make more sense now.
I say what I wanted to say before you told me I
Yeah,
can't.
wait
say
You should
it.
wait until after.
Yeah.
Okay, what I wanted to say
No.
was when I went to talk.
Show us the grimoire. I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Show us the grimoire, then fine.
Okay. Anyway, so here's the grimoire. Let me explain everything. So first thing that happened was Chris A. was killed by Candace. So you guys had confirmed them. Scott as the librarian did see the saint, and Lynn is the decoy.
Oh my God, Gil was the imp, for fuck's sakes.
Chris as the investigator.
We said it, didn't we?
Chris as the investigator saw the Baron and a decoy, which helped you guys because then you knew that you had a bunch of outsiders. Why you guys were confused about Lynn's information is because Lynn was then next to the recluse, and you guys never figured out that she was getting 1s and 0s and all these weird numbers because of the recluse.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
I talked to her about that.
But you
We
guys kept saying
did.
she was drunk. You guys kept saying she was drunk.
Yeah, we thought that
I
Scott
said
was
several
evil at that
times
point.
She might have been.
Ironically, Adele kept saying, "I don't want a mayor thing, so I'm gonna keep killing Lynn again and again." And the mayor was actually the drunk, which would have been very funny if you guys did go for the mayor.
Oh my.
I did say I think Ross might be the
did,
drunk. and
Manny.
Lynn was
You
poisoned.
did. You
Well,
did.
also for the record, Gil was evil on my grimoire.
Wow. Even Ross told me he thought he was the drunk.
It really sucked.
And
it
Matt.
really sucked
I had
that
3 of the 4. Dang it.
It really sucked that I sat next to the empath right away. Like I got checked and she calls me in right away to come talk to me while I had no information yet. I had not talked to everybody. I
That's
was
why
like,
I did it.
I know. But it really, it was like, oh man. So I thought, should I kill myself? That's it. And I'm going to see how long I can survive and see if I can get a couple kills before I get killed. And I actually survived 3 days. I was surprised.
Matt was the poisoner. Yeah.
Matt was
Figured that.
I almost poisoned you in this first
Matt
night.
only poisoned Lynn once, and the turn that Matt poisoned Lynn was one of the turns that gave you a 0.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one probably. Or
That's
third night.
Which is what I said, Lynn.
Candace, I almost poisoned you night 0. I would
I'm
have been
glad you
so.
didn't, because that
I
would have
was
been so low
50-50 'cause
down.
I was gonna do my neighbor. I wanted, but I stupidly did Yahoo, which was